I said, welcome to the Watchtower. How's everybody doing out there? Today's a sad effing day, deuce.
Yeah, it is a sad day.
It's a sad day.
R.I.P.
It is a sad day. Now, normally the Rick's all upbeat. I'm jumping around. I can't wait to break Parker's legs on how Superman sucks and all this other stuff. I just can't wait. But ladies and gentlemen, the man with the golden voice, probably the best voice actor of all time. And I'm not talking by roles. If you want to put some money on it, it's probably him. James Earl Jones passed away today. Now, his most famous role, he'll always be remembered as Darth Vader, but he was a very good stage actor. That's where he got his chops. That's where he got his acting. Believe it or not, this brother used to have a stuttering problem with a voice like that. And they used to pick on him. But James Earl Jones was a big-ass dude. If you remember one of those movies, he played a boxer. And boy, he will knock you the hell out if you mess with him. That was a big brother. But, man, let me tell you. Listen, nobody lives forever. We know this. But it hits you hard when you're you know, I remember, you know, this dude when I remember as a kid. I mean, he's like around the same age my grandfather would be. So,
okay, 93?
Yeah. So
he lived a long life, though.
Yeah. Listen, bro, sign me up for 93 right now.
Long, fruitful life.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, and I feel like garbage. And hell, I'm wondering, if I'm done in my 40s. But man, I'll sign up for 93 right now if you tell me to sign up for 93. But let me get to the people out there in the chat first before we give you the somber old sad stuff. But it's got to happen. We got to pay tribute to James Earl Jones, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be watching Star Wars. Briarios is here. Shout out to Briarios. Briarios is here. I see Briarios out there. I see Ty, that woman, is out there.
Ooh, I think I love
How you doing, honey?
Don't let me get in the way.
She was gonna give the Rick some soup and shit because I wasn't feeling good. Ladies and gentlemen, Swordfish is here. Swordfish. The fish. He's here, ladies and gentlemen. Deuce is here, as usual, talking his crap. But let me go over to the panel here. We got big time objective Superman fan. Parker's here. Oh, you don't want to say nothing to the crowd, Parker? You uptight bastard. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, special guest, the Big Shaq is here. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, the Big Shaq is here. Zeke probably gonna charge me money for having him up here. You know how Zeke get down. You know what I'm saying?
Shaq attack has risen. Roll call 3 p.m. Mrs. Twism.
Shout out to Big Shaq for joining us, bro. This brother, he's the man over there. He be holding it down over there with the broadband bullies, but he going down and hold it down here for us too. So shout out to him. Shout out to God Tier Greatness. He's around, but he getting some eats right now. But he's around. Ladies and gentlemen, the producer of the show himself, that man that they call that Astrobot playing Mario Switch 2 delaying Levon is here. So we got Levon. Who else we have here? We got here. We see the Rick's cousin himself is here. That'd be cousin Noah is out there.
Yo.
Yeah, buddy. And last but not least, no, it's not the Red Lion today. He had to help his grandma out. Shout out to him. I love that brother just alone for taking care of his grandmother. That's what I'm talking about.
Facts.
We got Deuce is here.
Hit the like button, chat. Hit the like button.
Call him Lion Mr. Hart, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Jesus
He's
Christ.
making up shit. He's talking about things that guys, nobody ever said this stuff. Man, this brother here is making up stuff. Man, he makes up, man, he got more stories than the Highway Patrol. Ladies and gentlemen, the King Reaper is here. He's here.
I don't want to put y'all in a bad headspace on this show. This all about movies and TV.
Movies. You know,
that's it.
You know, it's all about movies. Listen. So before we get into the weekend box office, I want all of us to go through and tell us a James Earl Jones movie that they like best. Mine was probably Conan the Barbarian. But the reason why I like Star Wars is because my mother told me that Darth Vader was a black guy. And listen, I was a kid, so I'm thinking that this brother's actually in the suit. But, that wasn't the case. But as a kid, I'm like, okay, so Darth Vader's in this suit. I just saw him in Conan. He looks like he's in decent shape. He's swinging a sword. He's got a lightsaber. All right. So I put 2 and 2 together. So I said, all right. So I thought James Earl Jones was actually in the Darth Vader suit. But that's what made me like Star Wars, is because James Earl Jones. Hey, my mother said, hey, he's a black guy. So that's what made me start watching Star Wars, was because of James Earl Jones. Parker, can you give us a James Earl Jones movie that you liked? One of your favorites?
Coming to America.
Oh, nice. Nice. I wasn't even thinking about that. Coming to America. Coming to America. I like his line in Coming to America. He said, you don't got enough money in that bag to buy my daughter. He said, nonsense. He freaking pulled out that whole knot roll of money with his face on it. Yeah, that was big moves right there. But yeah, I do remember that. Big Shacks. Do you remember? Do you have a James Earl Jones favorite movie moment? Anything?
Yes, I do. The first movie I ever saw him in, The Sandlot.
Man, another good one. Wow, the bros is coming up with the good ones. Yeah, when he was the blind dude and they threw a baseball, and the brother caught it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember that. Shout out to Ty, that woman. She said Mufasa. And both.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say Lion King and both Coming to America. Both of them. Like the second one where he had his own funeral and he was alive during his own funeral. Yeah. Like, what is going on? That had me crying.
Bro, here's the thing too. I thought about that when he said, I'm gonna have my funeral now. I swear to God, I was like, bro, he's 90-something. He might not.
Yeah.
This might be his last movie. And I think it was.
Yeah.
It was. Man, that sucks. That really sucks. Because I can't.
You gotta celebrate him, man. Celebrate him.
Hell, we celebrate
He left us a lifetime of work, so we gotta celebrate.
Oh, yeah, we are definitely celebrating. Ladies and gentlemen, Moby XL is here. What's good, brother? Yeah. You guys are getting in here slowly, but come on, hurry up. Get your ass in here. Hit the like button. So, who else? Levon. I mean, I know you're only 12, but do you have a James Earl Jones movie? I mean, you probably remember him as in, man, Levon's so young. You probably don't even know who James Earl Jones is.
Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins.
Oh man!
Wow. That proves his age right there. Oh my God, Levon.
That was with Martin, right?
That was Martin.
Levon pulling out the freaking gem, bro. Nobody was thinking about that. Oh my God. Levon had to go see that movie probably with his parents or something.
Stevens.
Oh man. Wow. Man, oh man. Anybody else? No, you got anything?
Hey, y'all don't name them all.
Hey, that's all right. That's all right.
But which one did you have?
I just can't think of any on top of my head though. But you don't play add some movies. And I know the one you about to call out, Ricky.
What's that?
Well, you already called it out. Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars for sure. And let's see. So you got Star Wars, you got Sandlot, and what was the other one he was in that was big? Oh, The Lion King. All right. So I'm gonna put up a poll here. You know what will you remember James Earl Jones for? And for me, of course, it's you know what? I don't know if it'll be Star Wars that I remember him for, because I'm an old fart too. But I think my favorite role for him was obviously Darth Vader. But I did like him in Conan the Barbarian as the villain. When he was in there, when Conan was on the ground, he said, "You killed my father. You took his sword." But he was just sitting there. He had the long freaking perm, and he's sitting down there. He said, "Child, how?" He said, "When I was young, I did do crazy things." That was funny as hell. And then they had him. They were coming to kill him, and he turned into the snake. And when he turned to the snake, he freaking slid him through, so they couldn't get him. That was a hell of a movie. That Conan the Barbarian that movie the soundtrack, all of that stuff was like way ahead of its time. Way ahead of its time. That was a hell of a movie. Conan the Barbarian. I thought that was good. I thought having James Earl Jones in there was good. I mean, it was just a good movie, and that's one of the things you remember James Earl Jones by here, folks. One of those movies, man. Hey, look, that's the good thing about an artist, like a Tupac. When Tupac left this earth, he left you with 200 songs that nobody's ever heard before. That is the best thing that an artist can do for you, is leave behind their work, so you can be like, you know what, I like this. This was good. This meant something to me. And that brother's left behind. Listen, every Darth Vader toy that you buy or something like that is probably going to have his voice in it or whatever. And, hey, man, may he rest in peace. I thank him for bringing me to Star Wars and even the Mufasa stuff over there in Lion King. That was good, too. Listen, number of roles. They're Coming to America, the Sandlots of the world. Good work. Great stuff. Rest in peace, Mr. James Earl Jones. And we will see you again, because we do believe in the resurrection of the dead. So we will see him again. So with that being said, we are going to move over to the what? Weekend box office. And we have a new leader. The new leader of the weekend box office is Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice! How about that? Man, who would have thought that a sequel that I didn't think would ever happen, by the way, would be, at the top of the box office. Like, bro, like what? Man, you gotta be a bad mother sucker to take out Deadpool Wolverine. Deadpool Wolverine only bought in $7 million. Beetlejuice took all that money.
You said only? Because
yeah. Oh, listen. Deadpool Wolverine only took in $7 million for the weekend. Beetlejuice took everybody's bread. He's at 110, bro. Rick, nobody was eating.
Rick, you said only. Isn't that $7 million more than that movie that Kevin Hart did? What was that shit called again? That video game movie.
Oh yeah.
Borderlands.
Yeah, but no.
Exactly.
No, but yeah. Well, hold on a second. You got to look at it in perspective here. At least when Deadpool Wolverine was eating at the box office, other films had double digit in millions. These are all single digit motherfuckers right here. Like Beetlejuice came at the right time. Like he deboed these niggas. Like for real. I'm like, what? You got to be kidding me. Like how did this happen? I mean, listen, was it a good movie? We gonna find out. I mean, I didn't get a chance to see. I was sick all weekend. After I did the arcade, man, I was sick. And then when I did the NFL Sunday morning show, I was sick. Hell, I didn't even go to church. After that, I was done. So just to take in perspective, check this out. And here's where, this is why you might get a Beetlejuice. Take a guess. How much money do you think the first Beetlejuice movie made at the box office? And I'm going to start with Parker, because he's the first name I see over there on the left. What say you, Parker? How much?
And don't say 25 million.
Okay, 25. What say you, Big Shax?
Say about a solid 30.
Okay.
Solid 30.
So got 25, got 30. Mello! What do you say, brother?
Oh, let me Google.
Oh, no, we ain't doing that. Levon! What say you?
What movie is this?
Beetlejuice, the first Beetlejuice that came out in 1988. What would you say the box office was?
40 million.
All right, you got 40. What say you, Deuce?
65. I'm going with 65.
Okay, 65. Noah?
90 million.
Okay, 90. And I think God tears away, so I want to ask him. Melo's cheating, so we're not even going to call on him.
I'm going to say 100.
Well, for those that don't know,
95 million over Noah.
No. It made $75 million an entire run.
Oh, okay.
And this one has made 110 just domestically. Wow.
Oh shit! What's the total? What's the total for?
All right, we're gonna find out the total right now. But just to let you guys know, it made $75 million off of a $15 million budget.
Oh, 15? Damn,
Yes.
that's terrific.
Yes.
They made their money already.
Bro, they made their money. Look, the second movie done
Made
paid
their
off
money.
both of them.
Damn. Jesus.
So, now let's see what this thing here did internationally. Not very good. I guess Beetlejuice is a U.S. domestic type of movie because internationally it only made 35 million, made 110. I say only 35 because usually
it's still good.
Well, normally you got to remember, is the movie is box office. I'm talking international. The international box office is usually bigger than the domestic box office because remember you're just talking about United States and America. You know, the other box offices consist of the entire world, so that should be, you know, bigger. More. Now, I would like to say proudly that the Beetlejuice first movie did take place in Connecticut, which is where I'm from and where I reside. So, now, the second movie, Beetlejuice, cost... Now, again, this is what happens. Remember, that was in 1988. What do you guys think the budget was for the second film?
It was a second film of Beetlejuice?
Yeah, just the one we're talking about. This is the one that came out.
This is the one he's talking about.
I'm about to say. I thought this was the... Okay.
They say I'm going to go with 15 million. 15 million.
15 million? All right. Parker think 15. Big Shacks, what say you?
Say about 35. They really ain't had that many special effects like that.
All right. Mello?
I'm going to say 60 million.
All right. Levon?
50.
All right, that sounds like a sad 50, boy. Levon sounds like he's so sad. Noah, what say you?
I'm going with 80 million.
All right, and Deuce, what say you?
Oh man, I go with 75.
All right, it was $100 million to make the second one.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, like, bro, what, bro? That 1988 money ain't good. That math ain't mathing. This is a real thing of inflation here. Jesus Christ, 15 million in 88, and damn near 40 years later, it is $100 million, bro. Hell, that's why you can't build houses and shit no more. This is ridiculous. Imagine that shit.
Because the name, the brand, them blew up.
Imagine
Michael Keaton gonna get his cut.
Yeah. Michael Keaton's big time. Well, you got Winona Ryder in there.
They cut for coming back. So
and
it makes sense.
And don't forget, this is Tim Burton. You know, Tim Burton and Danny Elfman.
And then y'all already screwed us on. Well, they didn't screw us because it was the first movie. They didn't know the success of it, but. Were they up and coming actors at the time? So
now this is something here. Us as a company and Plan B, we can sue these niggas because apparently this is a Plan B entertainment film. They have not fucking talked to me about this shit here. Okay, so apparently Plan B Entertainment and Tim Burton Productions and Warner Brothers. I'm gonna sue the shit out of Warner Brothers. Who the hell are you guys that use Plan B? Unless you're buying it off the shelf because you had a one night stand. I don't want to hear about that. So here's the deal. 100 million. It made 147 million. It's gotta get 300 million in order to be considered successful. I think it can do that because the next couple weeks you ain't really got nothing coming out. You know, Joker comes out the first week of October, and we are gonna have our eyes all over that film, all over it because there was some bets made. There was also Astrobot bets made. So we're going to be all over this film. Yeah, we're going to go over this. So just to round out the top 10, Beetlejuice was number 1. Deadpool Wolverine ain't going nowhere. It's number 2. Reagan at number 3. Alien Romulus at 4. It Ends With Us at number 5. The Forge, which was, I told you guys, a good Christian church movie. Already made its budget. It was at 6. Twisters, which I think I saw at freaking Target the other day that you can actually buy the movie. Was that
already?
I think so. I think I saw it. I'm pretty sure I saw Twisters there. I didn't get it because I don't know. I didn't buy the first one. Blink Twice. 8. It's just hanging in there. You know. It's all right. Despicable Me at number 4, and The Front Room at 10. I don't know what happened to Inside Out 2. Let me see where it's at. Let me scroll down here. All right, it's at number 13.
Oh, it turned Inside Out.
But bro, that shit made $651 million domestically. That shit's goated right now. I mean, but it looks like Deadpool might pass it though. Deadpool's at 614. It might, because you can figure Inside Out is only playing at 960 theaters. Deadpool Wolverine is still playing at 3,400 theaters.
Damn.
Yeah. So when you're over 3,000, you're still considered big time release. So the Deadpool Wolverine movie does have legs. Speaking of the Deadpool Wolverine movie, just to let you guys know that Deadpool Wolverine box office is only, let me reload this because you got ads everywhere. Deadpool and Wolverine box office in North America is only 18 million away from beating the Avengers as the 5th highest grossing MCU film domestically. So that kind of lets you guys know where Deadpool Wolverine are, and they are very, very close to taking that title as Avengers for the MCU movie. Now, other top MCU movies will obviously be Avengers Endgame, Infinity War, and I can't remember the other.
Black Panther made 700 domestically.
Yes, so
the first
Black
one.
Panther, that'll be number 3. And damn, what was the other one? Might be Captain Marvel.
Probably, yeah, because she did do over $1 billion. Yeah, yeah, it's probably her.
Well, we get the receipts. I hate doing stuff off the top of my head.
Yeah, she definitely was over $1 billion.
Actually, wrong. Avengers Endgame is 1. Spider-Man No Way Home will be number 2. Black Panther 3. Avengers Infinity War 4.
What's the numbers? What's the numbers next to those, Ricky?
Oh, no doubt. Okay, Avengers Endgame 858 million.
Domestically. Okay.
Spider-Man No Way Home 804 million.
Jesus.
Black Panther 700 million. Avengers Infinity War, which I'm surprised Black Panther did more than that. Shout out to Black Panther. 678 million. The original Marvel's Avengers, 623 million. And that is where Deadpool Wolverine's falling in between. The Avengers is 623 because it's at 614 right now. So it's gonna pass it because the worst Avenger movie, Avengers Age of Ultron, was number 6 at 459 million. So that is where those land right now. Ladies and gentlemen, he's here. The Bot Father himself. And that would be the one and only Back City Entertainment. Back City!
Mac, you know how Mac come through on a club tip.
What's good, Mac? Good to see you here, brother. Briarios is here. Man, I didn't even see Briarios. I was wondering where the hell he was. Briarios is here. Now the show can really fucking begin here, all right? The brothers is here. Let's go. Finally, you late Monday jabronis. You know what? Are you guys late because it's Monday Night Football tonight or something? What's going on here? Who's playing tonight? Is it the Jets?
The Jets and the Niners. I still got to make my parlay.
Well, I will make a prediction. Aaron Rodgers gets more than 3 plays tonight. How's that? Get it up there? Okay. Now, I do got to say this since Mac is in here. How about them Cowboys? Did you see what those Dallas Cowboys did to my namesake yesterday? Jesus Christ. The Browns got the shit beat out of them. Now, the last time a Brown took a whooping was in slavery, but I don't know what the hell that was over there today, boy. I think Amari Cooper needs to hang it up. He is done. I don't know about this quarterback here, the alleged tattoo guy telling people to do stuff. I don't know what happened to him. Bro, man, we get into that on Sunday morning, but boy, listen, I got here. If you're a Giants fan, if you're a Browns fan, you might want to be a different fan. I'm just saying.
I want to overreact over one game. Like,
okay, says the Buffalo Bills team who underperformed yesterday. Yeah,
struggled
big time, big time. But anyway,
yeah. Hold up, listen, y'all, you kill me, Rick. Hold up, I got exposed. Listen, he the same man. One that. Hold up, no. Listen, I got exposed. Rick betted against this team.
So
okay,
and.
No, don't be a fair weather fan.
Well, hold up. First of all, how's that a fair weather fan? Because CeeDee Lamb's not in shape. But let me explain to you, okay, Mr. Talk Guy. I played football, and I know for a fact that you don't just jump and put pads on and say, I'm going to play. You need practice time. And if you're holding out for a contract and you got another jabroni sitting there who's the highest paid and he's not worth 10 fucking cents, don't tell fucking me, all right? That's how bad the fucking Browns are. So anyway, Parker, and I say to you, to hell with him.
This nigga was clearly lying.
I ain't gonna judge Buffalo for one game now. We ain't gonna do that now.
Yeah, I know you don't want to judge Buffalo off that one game because they look like ass. But anyway, Levon.
All right, so Parker, I'm gonna let you steer the ship. Actually,
early.
We're gonna let you talk about Superman issue 75 and 82.
Come on.
Okay, might as well get to it. Listen, for all you young cats, those that have been around, the biggest thing in the 90s, Ricky Brown know it was, the biggest storyline in the 90s was the death of Superman.
Well, hold on. I got to stop you. It could be also when they had to call in, when they had a choice, you dialed the 900 number on if you wanted Robin to die or not. That also happened in the 90s. So
I mean, but it wasn't bigger. No story was bigger than the death of Superman.
Well,
right?
well, you want to talk about why the death of Superman was big?
Hold up, Rick. My topic. Sit down.
Okay, well, guess first of all,
I'm glad you got it on the screen.
Well, I do have it on the screen.
Hold on, though, but I'm leaving to the lens of a 17-year-old at that time. So, listen, in the comic stores, they was having mock funerals and stuff like this. Mm-hmm. And so now, listen, you read the issue 75, whoever had read it. This is the perfect how you describe a superhero. This is the anchor, right? The hero, Ricky knows, goes and fights and saves the city, whatever. He actually did that, He put it all on the line. Show a picture of Doomsday, Rick, so they can see show them a picture of Doomsday. You got that, right?
Okay, hold on.
Now, it was just, yeah, so they can see. That was real.
No problem. I'll get Doomsday up here for you.
In the meantime, you had a lot of storylines happen. Like you had the Nightfall with Batman, and also remember in that same year, also even in Wolverine issue 75, right? But I wonder why. But we got his anime snatched up. So a lot of stuff was happening to our so-called heroes in the 90s.
And Batman got his back broken too.
Yeah. So like you had the whole Nightfall. Then Azrael took over the mantle until
he didn't want to give it back because So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a better picture of what Doomsday is. This is what Superman had to go up against in issue 75, which was Death of Superman. This was in 1993.
Can you expand that? Okay, yeah. You can see it.
I got a better picture.
Yeah. Zoom in.
Yeah, I got a better picture. The hell is zooming in? This is a better picture. Like, this brother's got them bones and shit actually hurt Superman when he was punching him. Now,
okay, yeah, so hold on.
I wanted to add a nugget to what you were saying.
Okay.
The nugget is that they actually wanted to do a wedding of Superman, but at the time they had the Lois and Clark series going on at the time, so that they said, you know what, we'll go with the death of Superman. That's one of the nuggets that I want to give you. I got a lot of nuggets on this because I actually read the issue and I got some background information. But go ahead, brother.
Oh, what I'm saying, how they all would sit down. All the writers sat down at the table right back then, and they was all brainstorming, and they came to conclude, hey, let's kill off Superman, right?
Yep.
No one didn't see that coming, right? Oh, and that took the comic by storm. Like that was.
But now let's keep it a beam. Do you know why they did it though, right? Because the comic book sales were down very, very bad. The Superman, and they wanted to spark up some kind of like some juice into him. So they decided that probably killing him off would be the best thing because the sales were really, really bad. The sales were the worst they had been in
okay, well I want to say this though, right? But then they see what they did to Batman, right? So as a whole, right, in the 90s, the whole comic book industry nearly collapsed. It could have been done.
And I'll tell you why. Because of video games. That's when the rise of video games came. Video games have destroyed the comic book industry because kids rather play video games than actually read comic books. But go ahead. That's what did it. Video games. And think about this. Hold on. And if you take your issue of Superman that you have, I guarantee you, every page you turn or every other page, there was a Nintendo game that was advertising on that fucking comic. That's what crazy it was. It was.
Yeah. I can tell you what was advertised. You had WWF Superstars Wrestling, right? That was the first advertised. Then you had another Super Nintendo game called X1 by Kemco, right? Game Boy, You had Hulk, right? So yeah, you had a lot of Super Nintendo stuff being advertised. You also had the Superman game being advertised by Sunsoft for the Sega Genesis, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go figure, right? What I'm saying, but when you look at it, the reception from the parents when they killed Superman off, I like when they killed off Optimus Prime in the Transformers animated movie. Rick, you know about that?
That hurt my childhood.
I still got the original DVD. I don't even have a Blu-ray of it. I still got the original DVD.
There was a lot of outpouring. And like all the radios was covering, they was all shocked. Like I said, it was having mock streams at the comic book store. So with back to Superman, like he was fighting this creature. Nobody know where this guy really came from, though, right? So this creature seemed more powerful than Superman. Superman, lucky go have whatever. He waited too late to really pick it up, though, right? This dude was beating the crap out of him.
Well, one of the things.
Rick.
Well, hold on. One of the things I found interesting was this was the first time Doomsday was introduced, and they had no backstory for him. I thought that was odd, and it seemed like Superman in the fight, he was trying to save people. I mean, they threw him into a helicopter. Cadmus was there. They was like trying to help out with this whole thing, but I thought it was odd that like Superman was getting the hell beat out of him, but the reason why Doomsday killed Superman, we'll say kill him, and he came back anyway, because Superman is trying to protect the whole city while he's fighting this dude. Like it was Now here's what I will say.
Hold up for a minute though. Hold up for a minute right there. Levi, get that super chat.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, this thing ain't paying attention. I'll get it. Hey, Riardio says he says Riardio PS5 Pro sell well as the Pro PSVR 2 3%. Damn.
Okay, go ahead, Ray.
Shout out to Mac. Shout out to Mac. Thanks, Rick. Yeah, I got you, brother. You gotta fucking pay attention, like now. But Parker, you got to tell him the whole fucking story here. Before he fought Superman, he actually beat the shit out of the JLA. He beat the hell out of all of them, and then he went over to Superman. So
no, but we talk. Get that though. Like we didn't cover the whole story.
But the reason why, but hold on, the reason why I brought that up because I'm telling you that Superman is trying to defend people, and he was saving them. But Doomsday Doomsday just had a whole fucking fair one with the JLA, bro.
I'm gonna say this though. Yeah, he was killing regular people, so he didn't care. He was on a warpath. Now I would say this though, Rick. No. Now, if you want to know more about Doomsday, back to when it happened at 9, you had to get that Superman Doomsday Hunter Spray storyline as well.
So this whole fight wasn't just one. This is the issue where the fight ended. This was a 4-issue fight.
I got this issue. The one where he's dead. I got that one.
Say this though, right? In relation to Justice League, those Bamas wasn't no help. Superman. He would have to be the guy to take this dude down. There was no help. They got broken arms. Guy Gardner getting his ass whooped. There was no help.
You can't call him Bamas, Parker, because you got to remember Superman is already OP, and him being from Krypton, that show you how powerful Superman really is. That he was the one who had to take him out. So you can't call him Bamas. Superman is so.
You out your element right here.
No, he's not.
My element.
One at a time.
Let Parker cook.
I'm saying is though, if you looked at roster that it was supposed to be that so-called roster, come on now, it was a lot of Bamas on that.
So team. Wonder Woman is a Bama, Parker. Like, what are you saying? What are you talking about, Parker? Like, that's what I mean. Like,
what about Ice? What about Ice?
You cooked with that, Parker? That's what I mean.
No, what about Ice?
Superman is. That still proves my point, Parker.
So many guys that was helping. They said, this guy.
I literally just brought up Wonder Woman, and you act like You said they're Bamas. Is Wonder Woman a Bama?
I'm looking at the rest of those jokers.
No. But I asked you about Wonder Woman, Parker. Is Wonder Woman a Bama?
I mean, he seemed like one.
Oh man, Parker.
How she's being portrayed.
All right, you got it, Parker.
I know you got it.
You got it, Parker. You got it. Oh man.
Well, here's what I will say. Can I get wait, hold on. Can I just say this though? They did have a test of strength in the fight, and Superman was actually stronger than Doomsday.
Hold up. I got a super chat from Brarios. Thank you for the $2. PS5 Pro about to be the best place to play COD, Mac. Okay.
Oh man, these guys are bringing a console war to
now. Hold on, Rick. Now, I got.
They're having their own conversations right now.
Now, I got to test this guy's chin, right? Now, he better.
Parker, you want to test guy's chin? Nah, Parker,
no, I'm
you
gonna
need to
test
pause that.
right
You need to pause that, Parker.
No, listen though.
That ain't it.
Wait a minute. Let me
What are
finish.
you
Listen.
saying?
Hold up. Sit down. Listen here, right? Grown folks is talking, right? Listen though. Wonder Woman. Hold up. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. These guys ain't real. Wonder Woman was not even this Justice League with fighting with Doomsday. You had Maximum. You had Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, Ice.
Well, he's right. Those are bums. Those are bums compared to
of course they are.
Justice League.
That's what I'm talking about.
Those guys are bums. Like
back then, they was even those the big hitters, super big hitters. You know, to be like they wasn't there. You had Martian Manhunter as some guy called Bloodwind. Right? Come on, these guys was no help.
Let me ask you this. Was that the same cast of characters as Superman that let him get killed? The same ones as in this new Superman movie when we saw that picture? Jesus. Are those the same fucking guys?
I mean, Guy Gardner didn't get killed, but like you talking about the regular Blue Beetle though, right? Not the one, the armor one you seen them, you know, with the alien scarab and stuff. Like these guys was no help. They was like underpowered. You know, you said Superman was overpowered. These guys were extremely underpowered. The strongest one you probably could say was Maxima, because she had superhuman strength, but even she couldn't go with like because Doomsday is not. He's not
Parker, I got another $2 Barrios. Switch to about to be Series S power wise. Okay. Parker, what were you saying?
What I'm saying is that remember though, right? Doomsday was more powerful than Superman.
No, he wasn't.
Hold on. Let me say the reason I say this. Oh, okay. Or whatever, but he was able to hurt Superman more easier than Superman was able to hurt him. Though,
yeah, he was just Superman never fought somebody that can hurt him back. He's invulnerable, but they had a test of strength during the fight, and Superman, like the same way Hogan and those dudes get in the ring and they do the test of strength, Superman beat him. He had him, but this motherfucker worried about Lois. Lois and Jimmy did Superman no favors in this fight. This woman's trying to cover a story, and Jimmy they're worried. Get the fuck out the way. But they're around, and they got they were the problem. And this whole fight was Jimmy, Lois, Cadmus not doing any favors, getting him angrier. Like, bro, when I watched this whole fight, well, obviously it's illustrated, I realized that he had time to say goodbye to Lois, and before he gave his fatal shot. And Superman's a damn deviant. He tried to hit Doomsday in the nuts, and then he tried to hit him in the butt. Superman was fighting dirty in this fight.
This man is a fan.
Let me say this though. Listen here, right? The one time Superman hurt Doomsday out this whole fight, the one time, right? The first time he hurt Doomsday, when he kicked his leg, the shin, whatever, and broke the bone off. That was like able to hurt him. That's where Doomsday really actually first time felt the pain like that, right? And this in issue 75, though, right? Yeah. And then they go back and forth, though, right? But for the most part, he was taking an ass whooping and bleeding.
Yeah, but it's funny because the actual guy that drew this comic, his name is Dan Jurgens, and he got criticized. I do, yep. He got criticized because they said that this artistry in this, it was just bad. They were saying how bad it was drawn.
Brett Breeding, I believe it was Dan Jurgens and Brett Breeding.
Yeah, Dan Jurgens did the drawing. They did not like his drawing in this whole fucking shit. They said that he did a bad job of drawing it compared to what the Marvel comic guys were drawing on their characters. They said this was a poorly drawn comic. Said that. A lot of guys. I mean, you can Google it, look it up. At least 7 guys I know that said this was a poorly drawn. Like if you look at the ratio where Lois is standing, she looks bigger than Superman, like in Doomsday. And some of the page, turn to the page. It's like page 12 or 13.
Well, I bet no one looked bigger than Doomsday.
And that one shot. Now they did have a nice shot where he used his heat vision when he had.
That
was a good shot. Now,
but like.
Shout out to Anthony Jameson. He's back. It was good, brother. He said maybe I can voice Darth Vader in future project. Nah, buddy, they got AI for that now, bro.
Overall, when I look at the artistry and depiction of this fight,
real about James Earl Jones.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah. So when I look at all this stuff, how everything's depicted, it was perfect to me. Like when Doomsday used his knee with the boneless knee to cut his chin.
Yeah. That was beginning of the end. Actually, it's when he hit him with that knee. That's when Lois and what's her name asked him, "He all right?" And then that's when Jimmy, I think he was.
No.
That's when Jimmy. Okay, Jimmy said something about I never seen a big guy like this, where he's about to charge at Doomsday, and they basically give each other both death blows. It was like a draw.
Before I know you talk about that one, but before that though, right? We
you didn't think I read this comic, didn't you, nigga? You ran into a fucking buzzsaw today.
Look, man was really able to stay conscious. He said that in his mind, saying it in his mind and stuff like that. So he knew that he had to put Doomsday down, else there was no other hope for the city. If Superman couldn't put Doomsday down, they was already told. You see what's happening to Superman, right? And so, like you said, we both bet on everything. He got on the Doom. Superman went up with the with both double axe handle, and Doomsday came up with that uppercut.
Yep.
And, can I ask you a question, Parker?
What's up?
What's your best interpretation of live action Doomsday? Because what they did with Batman versus Superman,
awful.
When that was awful. I think that's the most awful Doomsday.
Especially
taking Zod and taking Zod body and making him into Doomsday. I think that was so wrong.
The answer for you, right? Here's answer your question. The best live action interpretation of Doomsday. You have to watch season 4, sort of end of season 3 of Superman and Lois.
I disagree. I disagree with that.
Oh shit!
I disagree. I disagree completely with that.
What, the best live action of Doomsday?
Yes, I disagree with that. Yes.
Okay, well you're trying to.
What's your best live action? Doomsday?
Oh man, if honestly, watch Krypton. Watch the show Krypton. It was
right.
You don't understand. Like, I love that version of Zod, and I love that version of Doomsday. Like, just watch that show. Trust me. If you watch that, it's gonna be way better than what Parker's saying. Go ahead, Parker.
But I'm just looking at this Doomsday now, and how they was doing, how they was just fighting. They was fighting off planet and stuff like that.
But he said the best interpretation.
Well, you trying to say your opinion. To me, that was though. In a more modern time, though, right? And so, I think that was right there. But getting back to like I was saying, Rick, they both loaded up, And now here's the thing, right? Now after the fight's dead, now he said, "Oh, we're too late. You was too late when you started the first fight." Like I'm saying, so you see that, though, right?
You got some shit going on in the background. Yeah, the JLA showed up.
Mellow, mute your mic, Mellow.
But
Mellow, mute your mic.
Hey, Parker, since you said you love Man of Steel, do you like the way it began, the way that the interpretation they did?
Yeah, I had a problem. It was probably the most believable Superman movie I ever seen.
I just don't like the way they changed it up, like that skull, because that skull looked like it was a skull. Because the only thing I wish they would have gave some backstory on that skull, where that skull came from. Because it seems like they replicated their whole civilization off of that one skull. What did they call that skull?
That thing that had like the DNA, not DNA, but like some of that
that's
stuff.
What I'm saying.
Like AI, so you were seeing like AI though construct when he's putting that in there though. It's probably already been passed and stuff like that. All right.
Shout out to the Dark Lord Fusion who's here.
So this is a great story, like especially issue 75. That a great conclusion to the already storyline was going on. And it couldn't.
If you were to give it a score, what would you give it?
I would give it a 10.
Okay. This thing here? Whoa, Dwight. You're giving this thing a 10?
Yes.
Yeah, Superman. Why are you surprised?
Now I won't get every Superman story 10, but the issue 75, right? The impact it had, the story, how it ended. I would give it a 10.
No, he's right, Ricky. Because back in the day when he did die, that shook up a lot of people in the comic book world.
Well, that's the difference between impact and the overall comic here. I thought this comic was drawn poorly, so you're losing a point off of that. So that's bringing it to at least a 9. I think this is an 8.5 at best. This is no way a fucking 10.
I gave it a 10. Like me as a 17-year-old at the time reading this. And how
okay, well you can give a retro review. You're 50 now. What do you really think it is?
I'll still give it a 10.
Oh my
okay.
Let me finish, please. I read this comic over and over countless times, more than any other comic book. It doesn't matter what Ricky's score is. They ask me what my score is. So you keep like
you were weak when I found you. But now
okay,
your
but you do all the
hatred
sound
has
bites
become your
for one.
strength.
Shout out to but how it ended, he went out on the shield, trying to save the city, which he put down a threat, whatever, and all of that encompassed with everything. I give that issue 75 and 10. I do.
Okay, so what about 82?
No, he's only doing 75 today. We're gonna go over 82 next Monday, and I'm gonna break his legs.
So we're gonna do one of you. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it was an epic comic book. You got to say that though, Rick. You made
it was, I told my only problem is he was pussyfooting around with Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen. It was stupid, and I didn't like the art style. I didn't like it. I didn't like the art style. That's it. But other than that, it was probably the best comic book he's had. I mean, he hadn't had anything better since then. The motherfucker came back with a mullet and shit, you know.
I mean, he had a lot of other stories. Like, I would say one day check out All-Star Superman.
You mean like the Doomsday Clock that you didn't fucking read that I had to fucking take last week? That story.
That wasn't my assignment. Oh. I'm just saying. You know what my assignment was. I mean, it was fixed up, but I never, like I said, I told you I read Superman 75 though. That's blood in, blood out.
I got like 3 fucking copies of this. 2 of them are still in the plastic, and one of them I use for toilet paper every year. So
shit. Make sure you recycle too, baby.
I do. I'm gonna mail it to you as a fucking Christmas present.
What do you think is the worst Superman story?
Anyone that Parker brings to the Watchtower.
Oh shit,
man!
Hey Ricky, or I guess Ricky, can you give me the history of the? Because I'm not too familiar with the comics, but what's the difference between the old comics and the New 52?
New 52 was like a reboot of the whole, which failed actually. The New 52 was a reboot. Certain characters changed his gender. Some of them changed race. The art style made them either really, really extreme or really, really took something out of them. And the New 52 actually failed. That's one of the things that hurt Warner Brothers was the New 52. And I think Parker would agree with that if he's got some sense, which I hope he does.
I would say, okay, go ahead, Rick. I'm just go after you.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. And then you give your 2 cents. That's what I feel about the New 52. I thought they tried to reboot it because, listen, what these comic book companies have finally understood, and I think Disney gets it. The money's not in the comic books anymore. It's in the movies, it's in the TV shows, it's in merchandise. Comic books are dead, and video games have killed them. Once Warner Brothers realizes that, they can kill all this Dark Horse bullshit they come through that helps them write this shit and all the Frank Miller bullshit. Bro, I appreciate people writing good stories, but you need to take those good stories and bring these fucking things to James Gunn and everybody else who's making this to make a better movie or a better show. Because people are not buying the comic books like they used to. First of all, they're reading more digital comics than they are physical comics. It's because the children have been lazy. Kids don't ask for comic books anymore. They want iPhones and tablets and them shits that Levon be reviewing. Kids are different nowadays. Kids aren't like that anymore. I mean, and it bothered me when I became a dad and one of my kids' biggest Christmas, I bought them a whole bunch of Ninja Turtle shit and they fucking loved it. But all they cared about was them little fucking tablets that you press the button and you make the cat run. And you spell C-A-T, cat. And that kind of shit. They were more interested in that than actually playing with Michelangelo, Leonardo, Raphael, and Shredder. I had all that shit. I had the sewer fucking play set. All of that, bro. And all they cared about was their fucking Nintendo DS or that little tablet. They didn't give a fuck about the toys. And I'm like, damn. They didn't have that shit in the 80s, bro. In the 80s, you had the toys. But the video game industry killed the fucking comic books. And that's a fact. And if there's anybody out there that would like to debate me on that, please come to the show. Hopefully we can get almost 1,000 views like the last Watchtower got.
But
I would love to debate them on that.
New 52 is different though, right?
It is. It was different, but they killed that off too. Yeah. New 52 is done.
I'm going to say this though, right? I'm going to say this though. The problem with the New 52, like, it was no communication though and stuff like that. That was a problem. But you probably have to look at Rebirth and then Dawn in DC, which I think, and that Dawn in DC is probably doing a much better job than with the New 52 and stuff. Doing right there. But that was a problem. So like, it was like no direction though. They wasted a lot of time with Jim Lee. It was a lot of good stories, but it got like probably like the communication wasn't as good as it should have been, which is crazy though. They all working to write these stories, and you don't know what this person's doing over here. Okay, because you got to see where they left off at, so you got to make everything fit in from a continuity standpoint, and that was a problem right there though. But also, even out this Devil Superman, remember they had a trading card series going on, the Devil Superman trading card series as well too.
Yeah,
want to point that out too, right?
They did.
So,
they did.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but like you said, Ricky gave it like he said, like
8.5. I just didn't like the art style. I thought there were other comic books that looked better at that time. I'm not saying the story is a 10. If you're talking about the story, the impact, 10, fucking 10. But the drawing, there was too many drawings there that just looked a little off. And look, I'm a tough critic. You know, that's just how I am. I don't let shit slide, especially when it comes to this nigga. So, you know, I'm gonna be extra hard on him. Pause. Because, you know, I was told that this is DC's #1 guy, and he hadn't had anything memorable since this. This is the kind of shit that I'm talking about. This is the last thing that we remember that was big with Superman.
And that was like, what, 30 years ago?
1993, brother.
So they had to go to that extreme to make an impact.
Bro, I don't know what they're going to do.
To entertainment.
Bro, they've tried everything with Superman. They tried making his son gay and all. They tried everything. And it still will not move the needle. I don't know what they got to do. Now, you know, if you really want to make Superman something and shake up the world, turn that nigga to a villain. Then he'll have a fucking more of an impact by being a villain. I think he'll make more impact as DC's biggest villain than DC's biggest hero. I think, bro, what happened when Hulk Hogan got fucking stale with the waving of the hand, fucking yellow tights? Oh, brother, Hulkamania running wild. You turned him heel.
Ricky,
Hollywood.
Ricky, did you see the? Wait a minute. Did you see the? It wasn't Superman, but did you see that bad Superman? The little boy was an evil Superman.
Yeah, Brightburn. Yeah, bro. Tell me that shit. Tell me that. Tell me if you,
that shit was good.
If DC reincarnates Superman to that, bro, that is something because that's a fucking villain, bro. That's Thanos level type fucking villain for 12 movies. You'll be trying to stop this nigga.
Yeah, Rick. They said that's the son Homelander really wanted.
Facts.
But he's not the son Homelander got.
Yes, yeah, that is the son Homelander wanted, bro. I hate to say it, bro. Turn Superman fucking heel, and you will turn DC upside down. Now, instead of the strongest nigga in the universe fighting with other strong fucking heroes, now they all gotta fight him. And he already knows who they are. His identity, he can kill him, boom, like that if he wanted to. So I think that would be better to turn Superman to a bad guy. Turn him to a villain.
And you know what? The crazy thing is, explain this to me, because I think DC has some great characters. Superman, Batman, they have great characters. Why is it Marvel always find a way to outmaneuver DC? They always been finding a way to outmaneuver them. Is it because of the writers or is it just the characters? Because to me personally, I think DC has the better characters. If you look, because I guess I grew up with the Super Friends, the Justice League, so I love them better. But it always seemed like Marvel has always found a way, even through comics or through movies or TV shows, to outmaneuver DC.
I don't understand out the way real quick because I'm the novice. Honestly, I think that Marvel, due to their political standpoint, they have more diverse storylines compared to what DC.
They have more diverse characters too. They have more diverse characters.
Mainly due to like what Rick is saying, Superman. Like he's the apple pie that never does nothing wrong, and he can just kill everyone with a single bound.
Yeah.
But he limit his powers to wanting to be accepted.
He wants to be a human being.
It comes off cheesy.
Yeah,
but that's just my opinion.
Turn them back. I got it.
Go ahead.
Mello, I got a survey up right now saying, do you think Superman will be better off as a villain? Right now, it's going 6 votes in, 60% saying yes. Go ahead, Greatness.
So basically, Superman needs to be Miami Heat LeBron.
Yes. Yes.
No, I'm not saying that, but his introduction is just weird because it's like he's an alien into a foreign country.
No, but
he should have been Brightburn at first, and then somebody calmed him down to the point
good
where
shit, Mello. I like it. I like it, Mello. I like it.
That way.
I like that shit, Mello. I like that shit. I like that.
You have the other Superman that's sort of like a Homeland. That's the one in Injustice Superman. But like the mainline Superman, which is the anchor for DC, is not like that. But you have the Injustice version, which he is of, what happened to Lois Lane with the Joker. Now he's like a Homelander type of Superman. You said the Injustice.
Well, it's all about your introduction. That's what I'm saying.
Look at the introduction though. Okay, I got you.
It's all mainly about your introduction. And
you got to take it all the way back. Yeah, you got to take it all the way back. All right, 2 Jewish guys, right? Jerry Siegel. I'm just saying.
Schuster, Jerry Siegel.
Yeah, right. So they made the Superman. Remember, Superman used to fight against the Nazis and stuff like that. So yeah, so that was the introduction of Superman back in 1938. Action Comics. That's what he was doing, right? Going against them. He was built traditionally as a savior, messiah type of character. Because he was being
and that's the problem. For me, that's the problem. What I'm highlighting. You talking about an alien that does not know anything about Americans. He could have been viewing them as insects and toys, and then somebody has to humanize him. That's what I'm saying. Like,
he was raised humans, though.
It came off right when he landed on Earth. He got these 2 white American family.
Goku. Everybody steals from that story.
And they raised him to be a human. Like, like he knew exactly. Like they was the ones that could tame this beast. Like, no.
Yeah, I like where this poll is going, Parker. You sitting here, no. So you want Superman to stay in a red and yellow? Nah, it's time for that nigga to go NWO style.
I don't think that DC would do that.
The biggest icon in DC.
Yeah,
it's time.
Should have been flipped.
The biggest icon in DC. Yo, turn that motherfucker heel. Yeah, you got to.
They should have said Parker. That Batman actually, Batman or Lois Lane, she got pregnant by either one of them.
Y'all remember if the Justice League movie would have kept going, they was gonna turn Superman bad. Remember, they were gonna do that if the Justice League movie was gonna keep going.
Yeah, the Nightmare. You talking about Nightmare? Yeah.
That was the whole plan to make him work for Darkseid. Darkseid was gonna turn him bad.
Beardio says James Gunn.
Mello was on the point though.
Superman. Listen, now here's what I think.
Wait, Ricky, before you go, Ricky, Mello actually was on to something. Zack Snyder was going to do exactly what Mello just said about Lois Lane getting pregnant, but she was going to get pregnant by Bruce Wayne, and they were going to name the son. Yeah, I'm dead serious. I mean, he put this out there, so you could Google it. Zack Snyder was going to make Bruce Wayne get Lois pregnant, and they were going to name the son Clark. But go ahead,
that
Rick.
was going to be in the movie. That was going.
Yeah.
That was
whoa! Big Rick
right
has come through. My father, he said James Earl Jones and Claudine was his best movie. He said, and Superman is a representation of the Antichrist to come. I told you. You might as well tell. Shout out to my father for coming through. Yeah.
Oh hell no! Oh no! Okay, Eric Brown. We got. Hold on, player. You know you messed up, right? You wasn't no Antichrist to come. No, you got.
Listen, hold on. Before you go, Big Rick is a Bible thumper. You know how Batman got ninja stars?
Got a point there.
Big Rick's got a whole black leather trench coat full of Bibles. So if you better come correct. You know how you throw that little Bible stuff, you and Rose, and you back up? Nah, with Big Rick, I'm trying to tell you, you better have all your stuff. You better have all your stuff. Wow, this dude's an Antichrist. Oh man.
No.
What are we doing here?
I mean, he off with that one, but that's his opinion.
Oh man.
You got a little validity to that. If you really think about it. A fake Messiah.
Okay. Oh my God.
I don't know.
Nah.
Okay, so I guess we could talk about Attica.
Well, let's talk about Superman as the Antichrist. I kind of like this. The old man has shifted. He does have, bro. If you remember those, what's the name? They were saying false God. Remember that stuff in Justice League, bro? Yo, Pops is onto something right there.
Doing God-like things.
Yeah, they would call him a false god, and they started spray painting his sign and stuff, and they was turning against him. I remember that. False god, false god.
How about okay, Mr. Eric Brown? Even in your same Bible, do they not call angels gods? Also, sons of gods, right? Huh?
Here we go. Somebody's legs gonna get broken here. Listen.
I'm just saying. So
hey, listen, ding, ding, ding.
Hey, you call dark side gods as well. I'm just saying. You got Conquer the new gods. You got dark side of all them, High Fiber, Orient.
How did Captain America say it? There's only one God, ma'am, and I'm sure he doesn't dress like that. That was. I remember that in Avengers. He said they're like gods. Yeah. There's only one God, ma'am, and I'm sure he doesn't dress like that. That was a hot line right there from Steve Rogers. All right, Levon, where we going?
All right, so Agatha all along finally introducing Mephisto to the MCU, or at least the fans think so, I guess. So the show has changed its title so many times, we doubt that the current one will stand until the actual premiere, but it is nevertheless the most anticipated MCU shows. Of course, we are talking about Agatha All Along, which is scheduled to premiere on Disney Plus on September 18th, 2024. So 9 days away. 9 days away. With 2 episodes remaining, 7 episodes will be released weekly until November 6th. November 6th. Okay.
No, Rick. Is it Mephisto?
Now, Mephisto is a demon. I know that. Big Rick would have no Mephisto comics in our household growing up. Now, he said no, when he talks to the Son of Gods, he are talking about us, for he said, ye, I can't see it because that's in the red. He said, gods, but shall fall like the princes. I can't read it because there's a heart in the way. So,
but actually, the sons of gods was like it was the angels though. I think you could they might have a reference to that in Job and stuff like that. Cause remember, y'all
really y'all really about to turn a Watchtower until it dang.
I don't want to do that. I'm just saying. Job, okay.
All right. So now, all those that don't know, Mephisto is a demon. He's with the Legion of a Cursed or something like that, bro. I stayed away from bro. Let me try to get an image of y'all what they're talking about. This Mephisto,
Diablo stuff.
Bro.
I thought that was he's not Satan in the MCU,
bro. He's the devil himself. Look at him, bro. Listen.
Oh, okay, yes, that's what I'm saying. So I remember Mephisto though.
Yeah, this dude is bro. Look, I'm gonna show y'all what he looked like. I'm gonna show you exactly what Mephisto.
While Ricky's looking that up, I'm be honest with y'all. I'm not gonna hold any water to this because they've been talking about Mephisto since Doctor Strange 2, and everybody kept saying he was going to be in the movie. Never once showed up. So fans been talking about him, bringing him up. I don't see no validity to this because this is not the first time they've done this.
Now,
I mean, he was even supposed to be in No Way Home, and he wasn't in No Way Home.
But be honest, but Deuce, he is really the devil in Marvel Universe.
Yeah, I know.
I know that. Yeah,
they call him Satan. They call him Lucifer, Beelzebub. They call him, bro. He's the Lord of Evil, bro. This is the devil himself. Now, see, this is that's why Marvel Comics did better, like people would say, than DC Comics because they use demonic stuff like this, bro. That is crazy.
They had that in DC though. They had
that, but not like this. Not like this. This guy. Well, listen, hold on. They got this guy. You got Dr. Doom's mother, who was a witch, and she was a devil worshiper.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. They had them crazy characters.
I mean, what you had to do stuff like that. It was a vertical line, DC's mature line, where they had all that other stuff like Preacher, Sandman, Lucifer, all those guys, Constantine.
Yep, Constantine. Constantine. He fights demons. Then you had the demon. Then you had the demon Etrigan. He was a character.
Yeah,
then,
I mean,
that's why I say they DC has great character, but I just have to give it up to Marvel because they always been able to outmaneuver them. They always been able to do that.
Interesting. Hold on. Interesting what Trillo said here. He said it's a demon that quotes Tupac's rhymes and Hail Mary's enemies. Miss Kitty, Miss Kitty is here. And where have you been, Kitty? Kitty.
I was here this whole time. I was just a couple minutes late.
Well, we didn't say anything
because I was eating lunch. I apologize. My bad. I am sorry. It will never happen again.
That's all right, honey. Hey, so what do you now? We went over a few things. First of all, thank you for posting that in the Discord about James Earl Jones. It fucked up my whole night, but you know it had to be.
I apologize for that.
Well, hey, listen. When my mother told me Darth Vader was a black guy, that's what made me start liking Star Wars. So you know, that's what that whole thing was, and you know that was it. We talked about that. Parker talked about Superman issue 75. I knew more about it than he did, but so that's what we talked about. Just to go over a few things we talked about. We talked about the weekend box office, and hold on one second, honey, because Willie Styles is here.
Sorry.
When Willie Styles comes through, we gotta stop because Willie Styles is the
background.
Hey, Kitty, listen. I don't know if you're getting in trouble or put on punishment in the background. What's going on over there? So Willie Styles says,
I don't know. I don't know.
It's all right. You can fight back. You're 18.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah,
like
that's all right. Parker says a lot of embarrassing things too. Willie Styles says, "What's up, brother Brown and panel? Hope all is well. Hey, how many people playing Wukong again? More people that's playing Astrobot, brother. How about that?" So,
yeah.
Well, Jabroni, you're in trouble.
Here come Rick with the phony stuff.
Jabroni, you're in trouble.
All right, let's get on to the next topic with this event MCU stuff. So, Avengers Endgame cut Tony Stark's daughter variant is returning to MCU. So,
yeah, you know, his daughter. Remember, she had the mask that you could actually buy at Toys R Us, and then she was talking about, hey, he said, it's your mother's mask. She never likes anything that I make her. And they had
so Catherine Langford is rumored to play a Morgan Stark variant in future Avengers movies, something like that. Yeah,
I can give you a million reasons why this is a bad idea.
All right, talk to us, right?
Well, for this, I say
reasons. Give us your reasons.
Because by introducing her, people are going to want more of Tony Stark, right? You already have RDJ playing Doctor Doom. I think this is going to be a problem by bringing this girl into this. I mean, bringing in their kids into the whole thing in the MCU doesn't work. You saw what happened with Ant-Man, right? Did that work when he brought his daughter on and all that other stuff?
Actually, Rick, to be honest with you, that's exactly what they're doing because they're trying to do a Young Avengers where they're going to bring in, if you notice, Hulk got his son at the end of what was that? She-Hulk. Yeah. They got a Hawkeye Jr., whatever her name is, you know, the female Hawkeye. They got Miss Marvel. They're all trying to put a Young Avengers team together. So
and let me
that's what Marvel's working on.
Let me tell you something right now. You everybody in this chat, all 15 of you, hit the like button, and you all know that this Young Avengers stuff will fail unless you put Miles Morales in there. That's
facts.
That's the only way this works.
Facts.
You gotta put Miles Morales in there. If you don't put Miles Morales in the Young Avengers, don't bother. I'm telling you right now, because ain't nobody gonna be feeling that. I'm trying to tell you right now. That's what you got to do, because Miles is young, and that makes all the sense in the world. So,
Rick, how am I supposed to disagree with you? I normally disagree with you, brother. How am I supposed to disagree with that?
But hey, brother, that's how you got to do it, bro. That's if you really want to go young. You go young. You go young. You go big. You go young and big. And he
bigly.
Well, not and maybe in this world, but in the real world, a little older guy can get things done too. Now, come on, man, young and big. Come on, bro. It's old and big out there too. It's old and big out there.
Pause. Oh my God. So Parker, you're the so-called comic book aficionado, brother. What say you about this? Rumor of putting Stark's kid in here and then having this Young Avenger stuff. How do you feel about that, Parker?
I mean, I don't know how well that Young Avengers is going to take. It depends on the overall characters. Like a Miles Morales, that could probably set it
up. Bro, that'd be fire in there. Yeah,
fire.
But her, no. But I would like to see that girl that was in the second. Was it like the second Black Panther? The one who made that suit.
Oh,
yeah, she's gonna have her. She's gonna have her own series.
She got her name.
Ironheart.
Ironheart. Yeah, Ironheart. I wouldn't mind saying her.
You know what happened, Parker? You know what happened to her, right? You know they canceled it. They was gonna have a whole show for her, but they canceled it because Marvel just kept effing up, and they kept.
Well, their show. Well, it was their shows.
What did I miss?
Avengers Endgame cut. The girl that played Tony Stark's daughter. Well, his daughter, the variant, she's going to be going in the MCU going forward.
Oh, nice.
You like that idea?
I can't relate because I don't care about the MCU.
Oh, nice.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow. Here we go. She's on Team Parker. Okay. Team Parker is more of the DC universe there. But, hey, that's good to know. So, good. We have another DC person here.
Say this, though,
Rick. What were you saying, Rick?
I don't know what I was saying. I'm just saying that.
You're talking about how Miles Morales will be good for the young Avengers. You're talking about that.
So, Rick, in the near future, God willing, anyway, I'll be covering the Absolute Superman storyline.
Okay, sure. Okay.
It comes out in November, though. So
okay. Remind me in October, late October. Anyways. Let's get to these shows. Let's talk about Lord of the Rings. Let's get that over with. Let's talk about it.
You say like you're a little disappointed there. Wait, before we get into that, Levon, I know you're staring a ship. I did have that Mephisto thing didn't go over well. Boy, we didn't do much with that one, huh? Yeah, it was the devil himself, so we had to stay away from that. There was a article that I wanted us to go over. I gotta find it. Why I'm looking for that? Oh, here it is.
You found it?
I found it. But, man, the screen's got heavies on it all of a sudden. I didn't do that. But
pop-up.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so here's something that I found that was interesting. It says, James Gunn's attempts to assure fans with his track record that Superman's visuals will look better than those in The Flash. Because for those who saw that Flash movie, first of all, it was just awful. And I mean, just look at this. Look at this Nicolas Cage here. For Nick does have a receding hairline. They fixed him up, but look at this. He's got hair coming up here. Oh my God! Look how bad this looks. Look at that suit. Oh my God, this is bad. So he says the visual effects work for The Flash and its cohort releases was immensely and verifiably rushed, putting a black mark on the dying days of the DCEU. Zack Snyder's rebooted universe came to an ugly and embarrassing end soon after the Scarlet Speedster tripped at the finish line with nothing to show for it. And they're going back to these Nicolas Cage. Look at this. This is just bad. And, James Gunn...
You're talking about when Nicolas Cage played Superman?
Yeah, when that came... Actually, he was supposed to replace Christopher Reeve when they were doing it. But that movie got canceled. And, he got...
That movie was weird. Did you even hear about the synopsis about that movie?
Yeah,
it was
not
crazy.
Good. It was not
good, that wasn't good at all. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Okay.
But the dude that directed Beetlejuice, he was the one that was going to direct it. That's why I was like, what? Him doing a Superman movie?
No, Tim Burton. Hey, he did a hell of a Batman movie.
Yeah, but Superman, I think it's different. He's a dark person. He liked that dark
Edward Scissorhands.
Superman is nowhere dark. He's not dark. Yeah.
I don't know if it's true or not, Rick, but I'm hearing a rumor that possibly, remember, it's a rumor, take it with a grain of salt, that the first Superman trailer could appear at the Super Bowl. So,
do you have any links to these articles about this, or
many links you have to your rumors?
Whoa!
No, I'm just saying.
I was just asking.
It's just a link. It's a rumor, so I don't have a link. But yeah,
I was just asking.
I'm just saying now. Listen.
Man, well, I guess.
I mean, this is new information. So
Levon's getting his Vaughn on. He's wanting links, and Parker feels offended. Oh man, yo, Briardio said it best. Levon getting messy. Wow, man, Parker, man, what's going on, bro? The young bro he said the hell with you. Oh man.
Hey man, quick story, y'all. This is a quick little funny story.
Okay.
A couple of months in, when I first met Parker, right? Like Parker, because you know how Parker won't really say nothing to you. I think Parker really just now getting used to me. But I was like, hey, Parker, we was talking about some girls, something. And I'm like, Parker,
what about a girl?
Yeah, we was talking about girls. We were just talking about girls.
Oh, shit.
And I said, hey, Parker. I said, where your girl? Hey, Dukes. Hey, man, mind your damn business. Do I know you? Do I know you, Dukes? Don't ask me nothing like that. I was like, oh, God, okay. That's the first thing Parker said to me, bro. The first thing he said to me, I was like, oh, my God, what the hell?
Damn.
Jeez.
I got one more article, Avon. Sorry, this is the last one for
you
me.
do? Okay.
I got one more article. DC Studios Lantern series targeting a major MCU star for the role of Hal Jordan. So,
nice.
Guy that Thanos, though? Is that the guy?
Yeah. Josh Brolin.
Okay.
Josh Brolin.
Okay,
well, he also played, what's the name in Deadpool? 2.
Cable.
Yes.
Cable.
Yep, he also played Cable.
He's more like a mentor role, because like I was telling Ricky earlier before the show, Jonathan Stewart's going to be the guy, though, like that Green Lantern.
So actually, you know who Josh Brolin is? He's Mikey's brother from the freaking Goonies. Remember, he was riding. Yeah, he was riding a bike in the morning. He's like, and remember the girl? She said, "I want my bike. I want my bike." And then he took the bike from the little Asian girl, and he was riding it. And then
you know what that is, Josh?
Yeah,
Brolin.
that's Josh Brolin.
I realized that, man.
I want my bike, and he took it.
Man, the Goonies. Hey, man, why they didn't make a part 2 to
Goonies? They tried. Everybody was still alive except for the old mother, I think. And now the other guy died, and one of the other what's the names? I think he died. But they were trying to do it. All the cast said it was coming together, but I think Spielberg didn't want to pay him enough money, bro. And that's why they left it like crazy. It was. Yeah, that was a good movie, man, back in the day.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
My aunt was the first person, my father's sister, my Aunt T was the first person to introduce me and my brother to the Goonies. I didn't know nothing about the Goonies until I went over to my aunt's house. And that's what we watched. We watched the Goonies. And so that's who Thanos is, man. Thanos was Mikey's brother. And that's all I got to say about that. This whole, if he's going to be a part of this thing here, I think that's a good thing. And let's just see where it goes.
Throw Ali's here. Throw Ali has just entered the chat.
All right. Throw Ali is here. Now, but first of all, the Rick introduces Thriller Ali. Okay, keep your crubby hands off it, ladies and gentlemen. Thriller Ali is here. See, Levon, that entrance is much better. All right.
Okay.
I will handle the Thriller Ali.
Okay. All right. So let's get on to this Lord of the Rings show. Rings of Power. Big money. You go first. How about you?
Yeah, this is your freaking show.
Yeah.
You got us watching this bedtime story.
Tell us.
The first season was kind of
never trust a nigga that likes J.R. Tolkien. Never.
This season is okay, man. It's starting off okay. This season is starting off okay. I have to say, it's starting off. It's way better than last season. The whole thing, we just gonna talk about the
episode season 2 and 3. Episode season 2.
Oh, 2. Okay.
Yeah.
The whole thing, the mystery is, and I'm about to get kind of geeky. Y'all don't know who Tom Bombadil is, but they got Tom Bombadil in there. And Lord have mercy, I love Tom Bombadil. I'm a big J.R. Tolkien fan. And if y'all don't know who Tom Bombadil is, because don't nobody know what Tom Bombadil is.
Who the hell is Bob Dabalina? What the hell are you talking about?
Tom sound like a Jimbo for real.
He's a character in the Lord of the Rings that J.R. Tolkien made real mysterious. He's something like a wizard, but people really don't know. But that's how Tolkien wanted it. He's a wizard, but he's real mysterious. His name is Tom Bombadil.
He wasn't in the Lord of the Rings.
No, he wasn't in the original Lord of the Rings. It was like in the first century.
Tommy Bull is here.
The Lord of the Rings movies, the first 3 movies, that was like in the 2nd century. the movies now are like in the first century. Well, no, I got that wrong. The third century.
Are you
the
sure?
First three
Big
movies
Money?
were in the third. Yet the first 3 movies are in the 3rd century. This is in the 2nd century. They don't call it the century. They call it something else. I'm just saying century so y'all can understand what I'm saying. But anyway, y'all need to go check that shit out, bro. The Lord of the Rings, the season is starting off real good. The mystery is trying to find out who this wizard is. They got a mysterious wizard, is quote unquote. We know who it is. It's Gandalf, but if you go,
you
look
can't
at
call
it,
him Gandalf. You can't call him.
Why would you can't? They gonna call him Gandalf at the end of his other name is Mithrandiel. If I said that right, Mithrandiel. You got to look that up. That's
you
how
sure
you pronounce
that's Gandalf? Because they can't use the name Gandalf.
Yeah, why they can't use Gandalf?
Because that's a Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers has the rights to use Gandalf, not Amazon.
Brother, go look. That's what I'm saying. That's why they haven't said his name yet. He got another name, Mithrandiel. They call like
okay, but they might call him that, but they probably won't call him Gandalf.
No, I think they're gonna call it.
Because Gandalf is supposedly like 55,000 years old, so this would fit into where he is.
Yeah,
So now listen, if he's there,
not in the books. They took certain liberties with the TV show. In the books at this timeline, he didn't exist. But I guess they fitted him in there because he's a real popular character.
And where's Saruman? Where's he?
They trying to put somebody in there.
Saruman's got to be there, right?
No, he's not there. In the books, he's there, but not in the TV show. I don't think he's going to be. They got another dark wizard in there right now. I don't know his name, but they got another dark wizard. It's not
the guy. That's Sauron. The guy. Yeah, he is Sauron, but he's what's the name of Sauron? He going by a different name. That is Sauron. He's in a like human form. He was posed.
Brother, listen to me. Oh, you talking about no?
Yeah.
I'm thinking you talking about the other dude. I'm thinking you talking about the white wizard. No, yeah, that's him. That's him.
Yeah, listen, the Rick did watch. Kitty, did you watch it?
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Miss Kitty, what's going on now?
And I also want to. Oh man, go ahead. Now I want to say like they don't use the word hobbits, but here's the thing: they use the word halflings, and like that's what halflings are really that. Yeah. No, halflings. I believe is the word. Right?
Well, halfling, they're hardfoots. They're hardfoots. A halfling is a term of like a little person in Ireland. They use a lot of Irish slang, like wee ones, halflings. That's like Irish talk.
Those what hobbits are really though. Like hobbits.
Yeah, a halfling is anything small. Parker is a halfling. Yeah, because you're half the size of something normal. So a halfling.
Yeah, hobbits are even supposed to be. I mean, Harfoot's supposed to be descendants. Well, hobbits supposed to be
ancestors.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you won't see them say hobbits because that's what the halflings are. Where hobbits come from. Like I forgot he got that name. Hobbits from somewhere else though. J.R. Tolkien though. So even if you look in a book, you'll see him use the word halflings.
Did you see 2 hobbits?
Now, I'm gonna do you like you do me. You way out your element now, Duke. Stay out here. You out your element now. This my thing right here. This my thing, Duke. Stay out you way out your element.
Really?
You way out your element. They ain't said nothing about no goddamn halfling. Nothing.
Hell no, this ain't Harry Potter, nigga. Step back.
Yeah. Step back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hold up.
All right. Go ahead.
I broke his legs on his article today, though. By the way.
Wow.
I did. I knew more. I was more super than man than he was in his whole thing.
You never could be that, Rick.
Hey, when are we going to talk about Beetlejuice and Terminator Zero?
Well, we talked about Beetlejuice.
We talked about Beetlejuice being at the top of the box office. Everyone's talking over me, but we already talked about Beetlejuice being number 1 at the box office. We are going to get to Terminator Zero, and we are going to get to Demon Slayer.
Yeah,
but we want to finish up this Lord of the Rings of Power. I listen. Anybody else? No, I'm just saying anybody. I'm glad that you.
Oh, did nobody else watch it?
I did.
I watched it. It was okay. It wasn't.
Oh shit.
exciting like that. Like, oh, okay. Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I never, and this gonna sound blasphemous, but I never cared about Game of Thrones, and I never cared about Harry Potter or any of that stuff. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just. I mean, I gotta be honest, bro. I gotta be honest.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, nah. I was the one meeting when everybody hated the ending of it. I was meeting everybody.
Y'all gonna have to square up with Big Money in the parking lot.
I watched only up to episode 4.
Honestly, I never cared. I couldn't get into Game of Thrones either. It was just kind of just something I wasn't into.
Oh, this woman!
I'm sorry. I'm being a little scandalous right now, but come on. I just couldn't get over the gratuitous amount of sex.
You guys might. You know what? You guys just saying that. Hold on, Big Money. Let me get this through the way. I'll pass it up to you in a minute. By Deuce and Miss Kitty saying that they didn't really like.
Why are you bringing me?
Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. That's like y'all telling white folks that Jesus is black. You have just hurt everybody's feelings in here. I don't know what the hell.
I don't mind Lord of the Rings. I would much rather watch the original Peter Jackson trilogy and read the books, but man. I don't want to read. I don't know. I'm iffy about Rings of Power.
Hey man, what did you say about what's the name? What you say you didn't like about it? The gratuity. Is that what you said?
Oh no, I'm talking about Game of Thrones. I didn't like that there was. I just couldn't get into it because I was distracted by the gratuitous amounts of sex. That's why I couldn't get into it. It was distracting from the plot. God damn it!
I don't think it was the sex. I think it was family members having sex with each other. That was the problem.
Yeah, the incest, the fucking incest was distracting. Too distracting.
You know the reason he did that. He wrote the book like that because that's really what they used to do back in the days. That's how.
That is where the term "mother effer" came from.
To keep their bloodlines pure.
Yeah, that's how.
Yeah, that's what the royal families used to do to keep their bloodlines. They would fuck each other.
That's why all those jabronis be on TV going gang. By doing that. That's why. That's exactly why.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why
that's where that term
go over there and their hands keep shaking because they can't hold on. Hey, that's what happens when you inbreed, bro. Hey, you see an inbreed dog, don't listen. Can't train them. But that doesn't happen up north. So anybody else got any things here on the Rings of Power? Anything going once, going twice?
Well, you'll find a little bit more about that guy. Which Big Money was talking about episode 4. So if anybody see episode 4,
I usually try to watch like Deuce was telling me earlier. The show is kind of hard to watch because the episodes are very long. So we try to take it 2 episodes at a time because we set up what we have to watch usually by Tuesday. So by Tuesday, whatever episodes are left, if it's episode 4 and 5, knock out 4 and 5. If it's just 4, just knock out 4 because we have a lot of content to get to.
So Parker, you seen episode 4?
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
Okay, right. At the end, that's Tom Bombadil, the dude he was talking to. That's Tom Bombadil.
What happens at the end is some certain you would figure like it was like but this guy, he's the dude that's trying to find that other wizard door, right? I want to say his name to give it away, right? That begins with an S though, right? And you had that lady elf, right? And he stopped her because she was trying to all those other persons. So yeah, I seen the episode 4. That was happening at the end, whatever. He had stopped her though, right? So you seen it, I'm talking about Big Money.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, here you go.
This nigga was clearly lying.
It's a pretty good show though. I thought the first season was good, and the second season turned out to be.
And Miss Kitty, if you don't like all the gross sex, Lord of the Rings don't have nothing like that. It don't have nothing like that.
They keep their clothes on. I haven't seen any elf heavies, nothing. So,
but you will see somebody get stomped to death, though. You will see that, though. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't seen any.
Well, I look forward to watching the original Peter Jackson trilogy, but first I'm going to read the books.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. You never watched the original Peter Jackson trilogy?
No, I didn't yet. I didn't.
This woman again! What the hell is going on around here?
I'm gonna do it. I never got around to doing it, but I'm gonna do it eventually.
I got the whole collector's set though. The fake gold looking one.
I am surrounded by people who haven't lived. What in the hell is going on around here?
I know. I don't know.
Now, Rick,
I don't know. Will I experience a rebirth when I watch the trilogy?
Possibly. I can't guarantee it. Too old she is. Now,
by the time, hold on, Parker. Before you said it, by the time you reach 20, I don't know how old you are, but by the time you reach 25, you should have at least looked at all 3 RoboCops. You should have looked at all the first 3 Star Wars.
Yes.
And the Lord of the Rings. Before 25. At least before 25.
My nigga.
I did all that stuff with Lord of the Rings.
My nigga.
What'd you say, Parker?
I've been had this though, right? I got the Lord of the Rings, right? The motion picture trilogy.
I did see the original Star Wars trilogy when I was a kid, and that was like back in the 90s.
You still are a kid.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I'm not a kid.
How old are you, kid?
Dude, I'm 31. 31 ain't a kid.
Oh god, 30. I got action figures older than you, sister. So
I'm coming might be older.
Hold on, y'all. Parker was saying something. What was you
saying?
I
got the Lord of the Rings extended edition. I've been had this for a while.
Did you watch it though? I mean, you got a lot.
I watched all of them though, right? Let me just break it down. Check this out, right? Remember, Frodo was talking bad to Sam. He left, right? But Sam had to come all the way back
to save him from that spider. Yeah, from that spider. Yeah.
No, for the other dude, the spider already got his ass though, right? They had him.
Sam,
he came in.
Help me!
Yeah, he came in there, right, and killed those other enemies. Fatality. He already got his ass, all right. So yeah, I watched them, all of them. Rick, so sit your ass down somewhere.
Sam was a glazer.
Oh, right, might have been.
Oh, Jesus.
That's his business.
It might have been.
All right. So anybody else got anything? Rings of Power. I want to say that it is moving a lot better than season 1 did. Season 1 was a ball fest, but this one is moving. It's moving. That's all I can say. That it's moving. Not saying that it's bad. Not saying that it's great, but it cost $1 billion, so we might as well watch it, right?
Yeah.
Might as well.
They are spending a lot of money on it.
Might as well watch it. All right. So Demon Slayer. And we'll save Terminator for last. But Demon Slayer, we watched episodes 3 to 8. Yes. And now it's getting a little better. Now, here's what I don't understand. All right, he started out as a little pipsqueak. He keeps crying about Nezuko, whatever her name is, and he wants to turn her into a human again. He might as well leave her as a demon, bro. She kind of good backup, kicking people's heads off and shit. I kind of want that kind of backup. I wouldn't be trying to rush to her and change her. Plus, she doesn't say anything. So, hey, leave her as she be. But the one thing I don't understand, he has this good sense of smell. He's trained very well. And he's beaten demons. But when they give him his sword, when he becomes a demon slayer, he gets the absolute worst sword out of all of the picks. When it seemed like he would have picked a good piece of ore to make his sword out of, because that's the one that he sniffed out. Now, I don't know what happens beyond episode 8, because I only watched episode up until 8. But it seems like this is the total opposite about Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling, this brother was like OP'd. Like, he took a beating in the first fight. But this Demon Slayer kid here, how many seasons is there? Because it looks like it's going to take a long time for him to be like.
Well, right now, if you haven't got to season 2, season 3 already been.
Okay, all right, okay. So he's going to progress. Okay, so that makes sense. So this is the first season, and he is, bro. He's well.
Can I go to rank?
He's a Ninja Turtle that doesn't know karate yet, and he hasn't got his weapon. But go ahead.
Oh
man.
yeah.
It's like a typical way. Is it Demon Slayer not shonen? Is it shonen?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So what? That's like a typical shonen protagonist type.
I mean, we gotta understand he was the kid that chopped wood. He wasn't nothing else. He wasn't no killer.
They just got some bum ass kid in the shack somewhere.
Yeah, he wasn't no killer.
Well,
he got trained to be one.
Yeah, but he cut that stone with that dull ass sword, and they figured that he was.
But all shonen protagonists not like a whiny bitch in the beginning.
Oh, he is that.
Exactly. they all whine, bro.
Trillo said Ricky gonna hate them later. Demon Slayer season.
Yo, Trillo know what I'm talking about. Trillo, they don't know about these Shogun's protagonists yet. Trillo, like they.
Now I do like the nigga Mitsubishi. I call him. I don't know how to say his name. Who's really a demon, living like a human? He got kids and everything. Brother got the red eyes.
Muzan.
Yeah, I like that nigga. That's my favorite.
That nigga smacks somebody in the back of the neck for no reason.
That's Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That nigga cool as hell, bro. He turned the motherfucker to a demon by grazing his neck and shit, and then told his
smacked
family,
the shit out of him.
Yeah, he said, "Hey, family, I gotta go to work, and I think y'all should get home quickly after what happened." I'm like, "Oh man!" So that means he's a demon with a family, and he don't even want to eat him. Like he just chilling. That's powerful.
He the original demon, they said.
And then the other girls that are demons, I guess they created the nigga or helped or had a fight with him, and they can't beat him. And now they want to help this little nigga beat him up. They need all the help they can get. That motherfucker too smooth. Smooth criminal. Hell, he even got the outfit on. Yeah, you ain't fucking with him. That motherfucker got the Annie, are you okay outfit. Yeah, y'all better leave him alone.
He was literally inspired by that music video.
Literally.
Smooth criminal. Like literally the
look at him. He got the outfit. Yeah, he got the hat.
Yeah.
And he freaking and then it's like he was giving them a lecture. He said, "Does my skin seem pale? Do I look sick to you? I'm the actual opposite." Bro, I just realized all the anime, these dudes be giving you a speech. Basically, they're telling you their resume before they fuck you up. Like I never understood that shit. I'm like, oh.
Nah, later on you won't. Later on ain't no speech. You just you got to get out of there.
Oh man! So Through Ali says Demon Slayer gets better later on. All right, hey, look, this is what I can say about Demon Slayer. I was never bored of it like I got with Terminator. We'll get into that. You know, I I got bored with Terminator, but not Demon Slayer. Hell, I got bored with Lord of the Rings, brother. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, that whole halfling hobbit, I mean, I'm the wizard thinking, just go and take over the town already. I don't need an hour and 12 minutes for you to tell me that you was disguised as Sauron. Like, come on, please. But
yo, I had a question about Demon Slayer though. How was homie able to see them dead kids before like when they was telling them when the sensei was like, yo, how he know about them kids? Like I ain't mentioned their names before. Like how did he, even though they were dead, how was he able to see them or know about them? Like I didn't understand that part.
You gotta
actually, their spirit was still there.
Oh yeah. The spirit. He said they were talking to him and shit. And they was like, "Yo, he's the last hope. We hope that he could be the one to beat that fat demon whose head he cut off."
Yeah.
Their spirit was still lingering now because they were still grieving. And once he did it, you see, they left after he cut that rock. When he cut the rock, they left.
Mm-hmm.
Because they knew he was going to be able to do it.
Yeah, but this dude with that big nose, that mask, I guess like his sensei or whatever, that guy's like no fucking help.
What?
Yeah.
Nah. Rick, don't you say that.
I haven't seen him do shit all freaking series.
Bro. Yeah, he was beating up on the main character. He was punching him in the stomach.
Nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what's up with that? So, what? Now, for those who haven't seen Demon Slayer and who was new to it, like myself, that watched it, like the Parkers, I guess the Big Monies.
I've been seeing it though. Like, remember it was on Netflix before. Like,
I bought my son a video game like 2 Christmases ago, but I never freaking Pudge. Of course, he's the one that always wants to try new stuff. Kitty, did you watch Demon Slayer? Did you like it?
No, I didn't. I did not. But
you have failed me, Inquisitor.
Dude, I don't have the time to watch these things.
I'll be too honest.
Hey, listen, none of us have time, but we
really don't.
Time. Actually, Parker does. Parker's the only one that actually has time, but the rest of us, we don't have time. We just, we go with the flow. We do what we could.
Whenever I can get an hour or two in,
man.
I just try to put it in.
Now, Trillo said Kitty seems like she's a Squid Games fan. Is this true, Kitty?
No, I haven't seen Squid Games at all, but I do want to. It looks like fun. It looks okay. Hear me out. It looks fun, but I never got around to seeing it. I have yet to see it, so I will see it eventually.
All right.
Kitty's season 2 finna come out.
Oh, man,
okay, well, I'm gonna hurry up and watch season 1 before season 2 comes out.
All right.
You know.
All right, cut her some slack. Stall her out.
Whatever your hobby is, it's very dedicated, Kitty. I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I know. It's
well,
like.
Let me ask you this then. Here, so since does anybody else have anything to add to Demon Slayer?
Oh no.
When we finish this, y'all should watch the movie after. I think you'll like the movie, Rick. That should be on Netflix too, I think.
Okay. All right. So you said your piece about Demon Slayer. Manhattan kind of gave a little input. Trillo's out here throughout. It seems like everybody's watched the fucking thing a little bit, except for Kitty. But she'll watch some this week. So what I want to do is I want to get at least, let's see, if you're talking a whole week, we should be able to get 10 episodes in the Demon Slayer, right? Should we? That's 2 a day. 2 episodes a day. So I want to come back with, let's be at episode 18 for next week. Let's come back. Let's do from episodes 8 to 18. I believe there's 20 something in the first season. So let's be at episode 18 by next Monday. Next Monday's show is going to be a little late because I got to take Big Daddy Cool Diesel to the vet.
Hey, yeah, you said if we had anything on Demon Slayer, what was up with the demon doctor? Like, why was she clawing her skin off and then the blood was everywhere? Like, what was going on with that? I'm like, what?
Mental health issues?
I don't know. I'm just like, wait, what?
If we tell you, we're gonna ruin the rest of the show.
Okay. Never mind then.
Yeah. So hey, listen.
What y'all think about the Terminator?
Oh God!
Let's get into that now. Let's get into that now.
Oh man!
Let me go first, Rick. I'm gonna be honest.
All right, go ahead, Parker.
Hold on, I ain't gonna hold you, man. After the first episode, I couldn't watch the rest of it.
He ain't lying.
Oh man,
you call it Terminator? I call it Sleepinator. You
ain't lying, man.
That show was, to me, first episode was terrible. Hell, it had worse pacing.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
I knew he was gonna say it.
Oh, he going after. Oh man,
I knew he was gonna say it, yo.
I mean,
he's going after them. Oh man,
listen, Rick, y'all can keep that anime. Go ahead, man.
I like the thing with that show. He's not. I watched the first 3 episodes and I was just like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like, am I the only one that keeps getting annoyed every time the Terminator grabs and choked them? I'm like, bro, so you're snapping everybody's neck, but the moment you get you grab the kids or the main characters, you gotta assassinate. You're holding them and just I'm just holding them to them. I'm like, what? But everybody you come across, you grab them by the neck and snap it. I'm just like, okay, so this is really startling. Like, it's not enjoyable. I'm keeping a buck. Like, the pacing is not that good.
Well, Manhattan, you know the reason why, because one of the little kids sent him back. If you remember the last episode, one of the little kids sent him back. So he probably told him, yo, don't murder my brothers and sisters. So that's probably why he didn't do it, because it was literally him who was like, yo, I need you to go back and right some wrongs to me real quick. But yeah, the series, it wasn't a good series. I told Rick that when
that extra AI shit with the dad in that fucking safe room.
Yeah, what was the whole point of that?
Yeah, it's that. I thought that was going to lead to something bigger, but the more you watch it, you're just like, okay, what the fuck? Like, it's not. What does she have to do with it? I'm like, okay, the show's just really, I don't know, bro. Maybe something she can make it an anime, bro.
That part I actually like. I actually like the dialogue between him and the AI system.
To me, it just didn't lead anywhere. But I get what you're saying.
No, yeah, the dialogue is fine, but I thought it was going to lead to something greater. But it really, it's like, okay, yeah, because they made it seem like as if like, I don't want to spoil it, but Skynet exists. It's something else, and this AI is something else. So I'm thinking like, okay, this is going to lead to something with this AI and Skynet, but I'm just like, oh, so wait, what? I'm like, all right, this is
To be honest, I've seen all 8 episodes. And yeah, it was okay, but towards the end, it got confusing and convoluted, and I was like, "What? I'm confused by the timeline." And I don't know if you guys have gotten very far, but the very last episode was the most confusing episode ever.
Yeah, we finished the series because we couldn't take it anymore.
Okay.
We just said, let's get rid of it and end it.
Okay, so not to spoil it, but
you're not gonna
the
spoil
very
it,
last
Kitty.
episode,
All that shit.
at the very last episode, you know the girl Aiko that goes back in time? Turns out she is the grandmother of those 3 fucking kids.
Yep.
And I was like, what the oh my god. And like Malcolm was like, hi mom, and I was like, that's Malcolm's mom. And I was like thinking to myself, what? And she looked so confused. She was like, wait, what? And her reaction was like, wait, what, mother? Excuse me, I'm your mother? In what universe am I your mother? You know what I mean? And I was like, okay then, that was like and a plot twist I was not really down for, and the time skips and the timeline was just not. I couldn't follow it. I was just like confused. I was like, wait, so they're from this? She's from this timeline, but she's from 2022, and then like she's from 2022, and then she goes back in time to 1997, and then like she has Malcolm in 2025, and I'm like, what the? Okay, and I was.
Not Kitty. It's the same thing like Kyle Reese and the first Terminator. It's the same shit. He goes.
I know
he goes back in time.
Like, yeah, but in the original Terminator, in this series, they say that if you go back in time, you create a completely different timeline or an alternate timeline. But in the original, it's like they don't do that.
That was another thing. I don't know if that's a plot hole because they mentioned that, but then somehow they still in the same timeline, even though nothing was created. Because it will be like the Flash thing, right? Every time Flash go in the past, he creates another timeline. But you mentioned that then, but there's no other timeline created because it's still in the same timeline. I'm like, that's stupid. So
I think it was a plot hole. I think
it was.
Yeah,
they never addressed it. Why another timeline was never created? Because they was able to get back to the same timeline, so which didn't make any sense.
Yeah, and also what I didn't understand is why is the police pursuing Aiko? I was like, what did she do? Like, she didn't do anything. She was just pursuing the Terminator.
Brand with the Terminator series anyway. It's still another plot hole, confusing bullshit. It's on brand, so figure.
I don't think it was a plot hole. I think y'all just got a little confused because y'all thought.
Shout out to Supreme, who he used to like.
Go ahead, Ty. Explain the plot hole.
Because if y'all paid attention, we thought she went back in time first, but in actuality, he actually went back. He went back in time first, and then she went after him because it was never explained like that. But he actually went back first, way further than her, and then she came after that because if y'all remember when he went back, he was young, so he had a couple years already in the past already before she came, and so if you look at that, that's why she didn't know that she had a son because she never got to the age to have him. She went back in time. So in actuality, he did kind of mess up the future when he went back in time.
Yeah, I was gonna say
y'all didn't kind of look at it like that.
Yeah, but that still wouldn't address the whole change, creating a different timeline though. Because if he went back in the past, then he should already have changed. So she should not technically able to be in the same exact time as him. The moment he
it was a different timeline. That was the different timeline. You're not thinking about it. Gotcha, he changed the timeline, not her. When he went back in time, he made her. That made her not have him because remember she went back in time again, so she couldn't never had him. He did change the future.
Yeah, but I say he changed the riff with being the first one to go. That's why I said the dialogue with the AI was so important because I guess y'all don't like Age of Ultron when it comes to the other movie, but that dialogue of saying like he wanted to give him a chance to change the world, the second chance, because how the AI was speaking, like I went through the analytics, I went through the data, and it's pretty much the same thing. Humans was the issue, and we have to eliminate you for this world to continue. And he was like it got to be some way, an alternate way of giving us a chance to do something. And the moment they initiated him being first, he changed it, but not for the good, in a sense. So yeah, that's why I said that dialogue was so important, but it was boring. I can't say what Parker said about that. The pacing was not up to speed because the first episode was so terrible. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to like it, but unfortunately, halfway through the series, I was kind of like, okay, I wasn't really paying attention because I was like, okay, I liked it kind of. The only reason why I liked it was because of the AI, Kokoro. So I was like, yeah, that's the only reason why I liked the series.
Basically, what they did was they pretty much did the whole Dragon Ball Z shit with Trunks. Oh, got it.
Yep.
I don't know if everybody remember that Dragon Ball Soccer shit when Trunks went back. He changed the timeline and he realized like it was a completely different timeline than the first Trunks that already went back. It was another Trunks that showed up in that time. Okay, basically it is literally like that.
Exactly.
If y'all think about it, that AI was stupid. And I don't know if y'all really looked at that. The AI was stupid because when it was inside of the robot, it had feelings. It cared for stuff. But the moment he took her out of the robot and put it inside that system, it lost all its feelings and didn't know what was going on in the world no more and couldn't care for nobody. That was the dumbest part of it.
Yeah. More like she just lost her memories, and it was just like, oh, okay. I was kind of dumb. But yeah, it was like, I don't know, it was like, at times it was hard to follow the series because the confusing, convoluted timeline. But another thing that I didn't like, that really bothered me was, the kids. I don't know if it's just because they were being kids, but it's just like a lot of them were just being so annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, trust me.
Like,
if you had a few of them, you would understand.
Yeah, like the little girl was just being petty because she had to like get rid of the cat toy, but she was like, no, I don't want to get rid of the cat toy. It's like, dude, your dad said to get rid of the cat toy, and she's like, why? Because it reminds you of mom, blah blah. I'm like, dude, no, maybe because he doesn't want you guys focusing on too much on technology. I don't know, but she was just being a little petty, in my opinion, and that kind of annoyed me a lot. The youngest boy was like, dude, he was just, I don't know, he was just a dumbass. I didn't like him. He was just too much of a dumbass. And then the oldest boy, Kenta, was like, dude, he's the only smart one in this out of the three kids. So yeah, it's not his fault that he distrusts the AI because he's witnessed what they've done to him and his siblings. So of course he has a distrust of AI and the robots and stuff. But his little brother had to be a dumb little shit and throw a tantrum and say, but the robot that was taking care of them was like cared about them and you're stupid. And he's like, dude, the whole time during that whole scene I was thinking to myself, you little brat, I guarantee you he's not going to listen to you. Sure enough, he didn't listen to his little brother, and he just was like, nope, I still don't trust these fuckers.
Which I'm
and he just
surprised by
went off and did his thing.
have black kids because we don't play that kind of shit in our households. So
yeah,
I was.
You're surprised that they have black kids and they do that shit?
Well, if they would have listened to what you said, they would have died if they would have killed the robot lady.
Yeah, true.
Well,
so actually, the youngest boy was actually right, and the oldest was wrong. He was just scared. He was just scared. That's the only reason why. But let's just say he took his side and knocked her out. They wouldn't even made it that far because either the robot would have took him out, or they would have got brought back to the dead anyway. But one of the if he still had that gun in his hand, they was gonna die.
Mm-hmm. True.
So,
well, Trillo says Kitty is passionate about this show. Yeah, she seemed like she was up for it. Hell, it's the only one
I'm just passionate about my annoyances and gripes of the show, not really about the show itself.
All right.
There's just a lot of things about the show that I didn't like, and I'm very passionate about that. So I'm just like,
Well, that's good. We
like
like that you not only are you passionate about that, but it's from a woman's point of view, whether you like it or not. You're a woman, so having your point of view on that does help the balance some of the fanboyism that goes by Superman people and stuff like that. So I think that's a good thing to have.
And I hope my perspective gives some young women out there, they kind of helps them realize that, hey, we don't always like girly things. Sometimes us women, we like nerdy stuff too,
Oh shit!
But you already knew that.
If you have not read Doomsday Clock, please do so. One of the greatest issue out there. Shout out to my boy Dr. Manhattan. Dr. Manhattan woke up and bodied the
who's
Justice
always
League.
naked, by the way. But
yeah, but he showed up and bodied the whole entire Justice League, including Parker's boy. Man, we love Dr. Manhattan.
I'm back.
I didn't know you left.
Oh, not really. He left. That's the second time leaving and coming back.
Man, bro, where is the freaking what do you call this? The professionalism around here. Man, you brothers are something else. I love you guys, but man.
I mean, he had to ship on autopilot, but he did a good job. Shit. I mean, sometimes
listen, stop covering from Shaka, okay?
We didn't crash, man.
I was about to say, yes, the kitty carried us. It was a good one. You got
it.
All right. So now this is almost at the end of class. Here's what we're gonna do here. Finally, thank God we can get that Terminator taste out of our mouth. Everybody, we're gonna go to.
I'm not gonna lie, we're happy to get that show, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Loki. I was just glad we was gonna stop covering it.
Yeah, that's why I said when I started hearing you guys telling me that it was difficult to watch and this and that, I said we are not gonna do this episode by episode. Let's just knock out the 8 and get the hell up out of here. However, because this episode stinks, I was two series were brought to my attention. It's called The Accident, which you can find on Netflix. We're going to go episode 1 on that for next week. We're going to go Demon Slayer episodes 9 to 18, because we already watched 8. So we're going to go from 9 to 18 on Demon Slayer. And we are going to watch episode 4 for Rings of Power. And we're going to watch episode 1 of Severance, which is on Apple TV. I want to see how these play out. Hopefully these series will be better than Terminator that we watched. So let's see where we go. Again, that's The Accident on Netflix, Demon Slayer on Crunchyroll or Netflix, wherever you can get it. Rings of Power is on Amazon. That's episode 4 we're covering. And we are covering Severance, which is on Apple TV. That will be episode 1. That will take care of our things to watch, what I like to call our homework. And any other articles that anybody in the chat or anybody on the panel, if you want to send us some articles or send us some links of stuff that you want us to cover or get our opinion on, we would love to do that as well. In fact, we can...
Hey, Rick.
Yeah.
What about Morena Baccarin possibly playing Catwoman in James Gunn DC universe?
I would like it to still be what's her name? The girl that just did Blink twice. I would like to just keep her as Catwoman. I think she.
But it's elsewhere. That's Elseworlds. He's not going to keep her around.
Yeah, well, I thought he was getting rid of all this Elsewhere stuff anyway. How do I think about it? I mean,
well, Matt Reeves, he gave Matt Reeves a pass. That's going to stay on for as long as they do that Batman, the one that you didn't like, the Pattinson Batman.
Fuck me. Oh God, I don't know, brother. Listen, chat. I left y'all the code. I'm sorry, the link for Discord. So you guys, if you guys find a show, you can leave it out here in Discord. And, you know, if you want to drop a link in there or something, show that we'll cover, article that we'll cover, or if you just want to come in, give your opinion on something, you can do that. Like Deuce said here, he threw me a haymaker on this thing with this Catwoman thing. Boy, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, I dropped the article in the links and shows.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think she would be. She was in the Gotham series, where she was the love interest of Jim Gordon. And she was Deadpool's girlfriend in the movie Deadpool. So I think she would do a great Catwoman.
She might be. I mean,
I guess that would be for the Brave and the Bold. I guess, right? Probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the Batman title. So yeah.
So after Image's Catwoman's new fan art after campaigning her for the role, man, I don't know. We'll see. It depends. Like it might not be her, but it also has to be on the actor too. Like they have to have chemistry. Like, and I'll go back to Smallville. Tom Welling and what's her name? Katie Couric, I think her name was. They had a good chemistry on screen together in Smallville. So, that worked. You know who didn't have good chemistry on Smallville? Pete. Pete didn't have. That's why they wrote him out of the show. So it depends on how the chemistry is on camera. I guess that's why you have these auditions and stuff. And that's what they did with RDJ and Tom Holland. They brought him in to see how his chemistry would be with RDJ, for Civil War with Spider-Man and Iron Man. So, that's what they do. You got to see how the chemistry is. She might be a good actress, but if she doesn't mesh well with the actor who's playing Batman, and we all know eventually that's their love interest or whatever. Like, you know what, dudes, it was like when with Smallville, where they got Lois on Smallville. She was like anti-Clark. She came in, called
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I remember that.
Yeah, that was odd, but I get it. It's something that they did. So, look, her playing Catwoman doesn't bother me. Just got to see how it meshes. I mean, hell, it could be anybody. But we just got to see how it plays out on screen. Sometimes, man, this stuff usually works with no-name actors and actresses. If you go around here trying to pull out the who's who of the acting industry, man, sometimes it's going to cost you too much money. I mean, look at the way, and here's a prime example of that. Remember how in, what do you call it? Batman Begins. When you had Katie Holmes playing Rachel, right? So everybody was used to that. Like, okay, cool. Bro, nobody even cared that Katie Holmes got replaced in The Dark Knight. Nobody said nothing.
Yeah, why did she leave, by the way? That was random.
Yeah,
why did she leave?
I forgot why. I can look it up and see why she left, but bro, when they replaced her, it was like, whatever. Yeah, let's see why. Why did Katie Holmes leave? She was replaced by Maggie Gyllenhaal, which is what's her name?
Jake Gyllenhaal's
sister. Older sister.
Her exit was due to a personal preference, not creative differences. Holmes left to explore other roles and appear in the movie Mad Money instead. Talk about a bad career choice. Shout out to you, Katie, dummy.
Fatality.
So yeah, that was stupid. So Katie left $1 billion franchise. Actually, it was $1 billion. Yeah, Dark Knight, $1 billion to go play that. Oh man, some people are stupid. Oh man,
I don't know. That sounds like she's stupid.
Well,
or she just made a bad decision on her part. But yeah,
I think Eminem wrote a song about her or something. But shout out to her. Whatever. Bad move, Katie. Bad Katie. All right. Anybody got anything before we head on out of here? I told you guys what I wanted you to watch, bring back to us here to the Watchtower for next Monday. Monday's show will be a little bit later because I got to take the dog to the vet at 4:45. So there's no way.
So how late are we talking, right?
I don't know. When I get home, when I'm on my way home from the vet, I'll give you guys a ring in Discord and let you know, hey, I'll be home in a half hour or so. Or whatever.
All right.
It is. So,
we'll be waiting.
I hope so. And I hope you guys watch. Do your homework. If you can't.
All right, I will.
Now I don't expect you all to do your Demon Slayer homework because that's 10 episodes. Well, 9 episodes. I get it. That's a lot. But I'm only asking you to watch 1 episode each of this other stuff. So that's not too bad. If you guys don't have subscriptions to the services, Lavon will help you guys out. That's what I'll say. He'll help you out. I got nothing else. Anybody got anything before we go?
I don't got anything.
You don't got anything?
I do. if you ever have a chance to try the promotional Beetlejuice drink that was put out by Fanta, just be fairly warned, it's nothing special. It's like because I've tried the promotional Fanta drink for Beetlejuice, and it's literally just grape soda. It's nothing special.
Well, you are talking right up the black man's alley. There, it's a grape drink, so I will try
grape soda.
Yeah, grape soda, bro.
Because I got the haunted apple.
Oh, man. I still got a star-filled bag of Doritos around here. I mean, I ain't gonna eat them, but I just got them as a collector's, whatever. But
you better eat it before it expires.
Oh, it expired.
Keep the bag.
Oh, that thing expired already, honey. I'm just keeping them in the bag. Just keep it. I'm gonna put it in the Xbox museum because apparently we're going out of business soon. So,
man,
damn.
Not again.
That's what they say. That's what I mean. Our sister channel over there, they tell us that it's this funeral over there every other time. Hell, that's what they tell me. Shit. That's all they do. Okay. That's all they tell me. It's always bad Xbox
this presentation tomorrow.
So,
we gonna watch the PS5 Pro movie?
No, tomorrow is the premiere of The Elephant in the Room. I'll be doing a live reaction to the presidential debate. I will not be doing any coverage on a PS5 Pro. That will be Big Time Objective. He will be handling the reins on that.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm gonna drop something on that though. Once I see it.
Whoa! Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Trillo just gave me bad news. The black man, Famous Amos, is going out of business? What? He said,
yeah. It went up a while ago, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. But I heard he been sold the company though. I heard he been sold.
Bitch.
That's a chicken spot.
Yeah, he went out of business.
I forgot all about
Bad.
I can't have shit. I can't have Darth Vader anymore. I can't have no goddamn Famous Amos cookies. What the fuck?
Hey, also James Earl Jones used to do the narrations for those NFL classic movies.
See, this is you know what,
AI for, baby,
bro, man, this world is fucked.
You live in sad times right now.
I can't get Famous Amos. The only brother I know to bake a mini cookie at Big Taste, right? Man, he's out of business. James Earl Jones is dead. Oh my God! What else is there left, man? Parker doesn't know as much about Superman as we thought.
Sad times we live in. Sad times we live in.
Oh man. Well, folks, thank y'all all for coming through. Shout out to Briardios and Max City for donating to the show today. Shout out to Trillo who came through. Dark Lord Fusion, Thriller Ali, Tommy Bull, even my father Big Rick came through. Anthony Jameson, Brierios was here, Max City, Moby, Ty That Woman, Swordfish was here. Shout out to everybody that came through. I appreciate all of y'all. Shout out to the panel. Shout out for Big Time Objective for coming through. He's still a team player for now, at least. Shout out to Mello for coming through. Mello, I tell you, Mello is a different type of breed, y'all. Mello don't even know this shit, and he still comes through and he tries to watch the shit and help out. And I appreciate that. Shout out to God Tier Greatness. He ain't been on the show in months, but I think he's on a little vacation right now. I've been seeing him every day.
No, I told you I'm off Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I've been that man. It's been that way for 5 years, bro.
Man, so it's good to see you.
No, I just got back. I had to go to a funeral this weekend.
That's right.
Yeah, my wife's niece passed, so I had to make a quick trip to Jacksonville.
Our condolences to God Tier and his family. Shout out to Dark Lord Fusion. He said, "Great show, guys. Don't forget, and girl."
Oh, Rick, one more thing. Yeah. We gotta say this. R.I.P. to Kinsey, because we had found out.
That's right. So if anybody remembers John Kinsey, who used to be in the Broadband Bully Discord, Noah found out that he passed away in 2021. And listen, our prayers are with him and his family. That came as a shock to us. Cousin Noah, he said something wasn't right when he looked up his Xbox profile. He hadn't done anything since 2021, and that was at the height of COVID. And Kinsey had some health issues. So shout out to him. Rest in peace to that brother. Shout out to Miss Kitty for joining the show. She was kind of sleepwalking until the Terminator come up, and she showed her teeth. Appreciate that. And you know, she'll do her homework this week. And shout out to Layvon for putting together some articles for us, even though he keeps leaving. Shout out to Manhattan. And shout out to Deuce Deuce, who was here. I know he had to take off because we're taking up into his family time. He usually sends me a text when he's out. And shout out to Ty, that man. Shout out to him. Helped his grandmother out, and he was still able to come back and come on the show and talk about absolutely nothing. But, you know.
You forgot somebody else. You missed a person. R.I.P. to Antichrist. Shout out to Big Rick.
Oh, man. The Antichrist, Superman. And I would like my best poll today. Again, YouTube, it's not a political poll. It's a superhero poll. Was, I think it was 70% of the people said that Superman should be a villain now. So, Parker. Yeah, Parker. So, I think you're wrong on that, brother. You can disagree.
I don't think I'm wrong.
You're just one person, but 73% of other people said, 73% of the people say yes, and one guy saying no.
What I'm saying, listen here, Rick. There's no need to make Superman like. I mean, you can do a storyline doing that, but like, whatever. But yeah, it's been times that Superman been or whatever. But as far as the anchor for DC, they need that version of Superman stand for like truth and justice, whatever. So
listen, man, he stinks. The Eradicator stinks. It's time to move on to something else.
That was Brightburn. Ain't that the name of that movie, Brightburn?
Yeah.
If that would have turned out to be Superman, that would have been good because he was decimating everybody.
I mean, but that's easy though. That's what I'm saying. For like, I'm going to kill everybody. So you knew how either they were going to stop or they all be dead. It's like it would have been like, as far as story wise, it wouldn't have been as creative though.
Oh, so it's just like it's easy to make Superman beat everybody.
I mean, just like I'm that, saying though. Yeah, but when you add now you look at the human side of Superman, where Ricky says the best part is Clark Kent.
It is. That's the best part of Superman.
That's what I'm saying. So it wouldn't be like, okay, it would be even more.
Maybe if they took his powers away for a year or two.
Yeah, that's what they need to do.
Yeah, like take his powers away. Something.
No, it wasn't even that, Rick. He a baby when he got here. He didn't even know what he could do. That's saying that it could have been a opportunity right there.
He always operated with a band-aid because of the humanity side for being found by the humans, the Kents, though. So that was Superman's band-aid.
All right. Well, hey, before we get too far in this, let's save this for next show. Listen, we'll see you guys for the Watchtower next week. Tomorrow will be the debut of The Elephant in the Room. We'll have a live reaction to the presidential debate. And listen, we will see you guys tomorrow for those that are going to join us. Thank you very much and appreciate y'all for coming through.